Ritual Madness Podcast! The best of the underground! Make madness your ritual!
Jesus. All that heavy metal, Nate. I don't know if I can handle it. You know what I'm saying? Welcome, folks. How you doing? Welcome to the Ritual Madness Podcast. I appreciate you all for tuning in. And if you're not tuning in now or watching it later, I appreciate your time. I have a special guest. I want you to do me a favor though. Lowbrow Saints Tattoo Collective, new location is coming soon. I'm super stoked, man. I got a chance to help them move earlier in the summer, and they've got a great new spot with like bigger. It's a way bigger spot than the last one, wide, and they have a basement and they have all this cool shit over there. So I will have the address and have all the information for you guys really soon. Also, do me a favor, check out the Shred Den, where Nate teaches people how to play the fiddle. See Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., 9185th Avenue North, Suite 100, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, 763-350-2191. Hit them up on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, the TikTokers, or www.theshredden.net. If you're looking for some logo work, Narwhal Design Solution is the spot to go. Justin has done logos for so many people in this town, and so many people out of town actually too. A bunch of different weed drinks and all kinds of beers and all kinds of things. This guy's a talented artist and graphic artist. Hit him up at Narwhal Design Solutions, justinboney@gmail.com. Do us a favor if you are so inclined to donate to the podcast. Please consider, like I said, just scan this QR code and pick a one of those things there. One of those things. Nate's giggling at me. Nate, how you been, buddy?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm not too bad, dude. I got to see you a couple weeks back before the Acid Bash show.
Oh.
And you were supposed to be in Chicago like the next day or something, weren't you? The day
yeah, then something foul happened and I hit a fucking turkey. No fucking joke.
Yeah, he says pun right there off the bat.
Like
something foul. I love it.
Hopefully they'll just gobble that up.
Dude, it's nonstop. This happens all day, every day. Jordan wants to kill him by the end of the day, every day.
Oh, yeah.
And I suppose it's mutual.
Maximum violence. But no, yeah, I was on my way to Jesse's house to meet everyone from Glutton to go to Chicago. And a fucking turkey tried to fucking take flight. And I'm like, well, this isn't going to end well. And right into my fucking windshield. So I had to pull over and fucking call the guys like, hey, I can't make it to Chicago because I hit a fucking turkey. And they're like, all right, whatever.
Yeah. They're going, you're going to Acid Bath, you jackass. Yeah. We know it.
Which I couldn't do that either because I was fucking stuck with no car. Just a fucking dead bird in my fucking windshield.
Right. Jim Osborne comes right off the bat and he says, episode 320 pun.
Oh.
Right? Huh?
Hey,
Jim started it off right, dude. He said, can I come on here and make puns the whole time? I said, more the better. You know what I mean? Like,
word.
That's the best stuff ever, you know? So what's been going on with you, man? How you been doing? What's crack-a-lackin'?
Oh, well, you know, I'm 8 months, 26 days sober as of today, as of right now. Back in action at work. Doing the glutton thing, doing the apothic thing, just trying to plan things out for my life. Everything's a little different now.
Yeah.
And we'll kind of get into all that, why that happened, but
yeah,
things are good.
Well, that's fantastic to hear, dude. I've been following your progress closely. You know what I mean? Obviously, we're friends, we're coworkers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fortunately, but unfortunately, I kind of saw things going, you know what I mean? Through the years, we partied together. I won't say that we haven't because we partied our asses off together.
That's the fucking thing, man. Like, it's nobody's fault but my own. But like, it's tough, you know. We had a lot of good times, but for me, I was hiding stuff from you guys.
Yeah.
So, and that darkness finally started to creep through in the last like 6 months before having to go to rehab. And yeah, we'll go into stories about all that shit I haven't told anyone really about.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now, you know, the night of the podcast that you came up here with Apothic, and we did play an Apothic tune. It was just as you released that album too.
Yes.
You and Braden came on, and that song we played in the beginning was Sky Burial. So if you folks want to check that out, it's a great album. You guys should definitely check it out.
Fucking album.
But you guys came on and. Dude, you were ready to rock right as soon as you got here. You had a bottle of Ruppelmintz because it's notorious, and you know, for Ruppelmintz to make an appearance on this fucking show, it's been years, dude. Honestly,
it's delicious.
and you know, I have to say, Jordan and I are when we're together, when it comes to supplements, if we're in a bar,
Yeah.
it is really who gets who first, because it just, you just keep going.
Yep.
So you showed up, you're ready to rip.
Oh, ready to fucking rock.
Braden was here ready to rip. And I mean, I think you were already a good distance in it before we even started.
Yeah. Well, I'd been off work for 2 hours at that point, so I probably had at least fucking 6 shots in me.
Right.
That was the thing. Like back then, I'd get off work at 4 o'clock, and if a normal weekend, on my way home, I'd go swing by the liquor store like anyone else would.
Yeah.
But I'd buy a normal bottle, and then I'd buy a bait bottle. And what's a bait bottle, you ask? A bait bottle is what you leave out for your girlfriend or wife to find, to be like, oh, I'm only drinking this much, as you're actually just pounding that other bottle in the other room.
Right.
I was hiding a lot of my drinking from my friends, from my family, from everyone, and the drug use and all that shit.
Like how long was that going on before that podcast even?
Oh, fuck. So when I moved to Minneapolis, I was a year and a half sober.
Okay.
But I hadn't done any AA or none of that shit, and I didn't do anything with my mental health. I was just cold turkey.
Yeah.
But then you take me away from my hometown and my homies and all that shit, and put me in a new place,
right?
And then move us out to Waverly in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
Shit gets dark real quick.
Well, it's like a the trifecta. You know what I mean? You move away from the people that the work, all the toxic or not toxic that was happening.
It's different
because you're around all of the folks you grew with. You grew with and everything, and then you move here. You get a new job. You got a whole lot of shit going on, and you're not like around us. You're further out.
Yeah, way the fuck out there. I mean, an hour away from everyone. And like I can. The progression of how much I was drinking after I became non-sober again 3.5 years ago was like I'd buy like a little ass pocket of whiskey or fucking vodka.
Right.
And then that was just, get a little tipsy one night and then rest of the weekend, whatever. Then I was like, well, we can do that another weekend or another Saturday. We can do that a Sunday. Now let's buy a bigger bottle. Let's just say in the 3.5 years, it went from buying like an ass pocket of whiskey on a Friday to last the whole weekend to I would pick up a liter of vodka and a 750 of vodka on Friday. Like I said, bait bottle and real bottle. And I would drink that, take about fucking 5 or 7 Adderalls from Christine that I was stealing. And I would drink from 5 p.m. to whenever my body gave out on Sunday.
Right.
And I'm not joking, like all day. And I was just living off Adderalls and vodka. Not cool, not safe.
No.
I did a really good job of hiding it for a little bit.
Yeah.
But like I said, when there were stories that I wanted to tell, there was one time in this exact fucking building where I had gone out the night before and then went to hang out with one of my buddies, Ross. And we were drinking, as friends do. But he didn't ever saw me do like my real drinking. Like I said, you drink with your buddies and whatnot. But when I was drinking, I would just fucking chug vodka. Just let's fucking drink. And then I'd chase it with fucking soda. Just trying to get as drunk as possible.
Yeah.
Not because I liked it, because it was the only thing that made me feel. And we'll get to that too in a second here. But we were partying on a Saturday, and Sunday we had band practice for Glutton. And I had shown up just fucking annihilated.
Yeah.
Just drunk as fuck.
Yeah.
Like for me, I'm just like, they won't fucking know. Like I'm waiting outside fucking chugging vodka in my fucking car. It was fucking stupid. But then we are upstairs about to jam and I can't fucking play. I'm like how drunk you should be on a Friday at like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
But this is like 11 on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Noon on a Sunday, something like that. And, everyone was kind of like, oh, dude. And I'm just like, you know what? Fuck you guys. Fuck all of you. And I just fucking gave them read them the riot act, told them to go fuck themselves, told them I was going to kill myself, and I went out to my car. And they thought I was just going to go sleep it off. You know what I fucking did? I got in my car and I drove to a fucking liquor store and got more fucking booze.
Dude.
And then I drove all the way to fucking Waverly, vomiting on myself while drinking vodka. Damn. And that was about 5 months before I went to rehab. So it got worse and worse and worse. Like, you'd think, oh, that's the fucking one. No, that wasn't it.
The rails were just
off
starting.
The fucking rails, dude. And, like, the thing...
Now, let me back up a little bit, too, because, now you said before you moved to Minneapolis, you ended up getting sober again. Now, you kind of told me before, like with the COVID shit, like you were getting paid, you You were working at a strip club that closed down, and you were getting paid, and you were living off the land pretty much, but you had an allotted amount to, you know what I mean? You're living in a place, you got this going on. How the fuck did you get sober after, during COVID and all of that other shit?
Well, it wasn't during COVID. This was like I'd gotten to the peak of my meth addiction and alcohol addiction was happening during COVID, and like pretty much from like 2015 when my dad passed, I fucking snapped.
Yeah.
And that's where like the drug addiction started coming in. So I could stay up and drink more because I fucking love speed. I love fucking staying up. I love not sleeping.
Right.
Which is fucking dumb. But yeah, when COVID hit, I was getting paid to fucking stay home and drink. So I was drinking all fucking day long, and it made sense to me. Like, fuck it, let's keep on going. But what happened is another story I really don't talk about much is I got picked up by the police roaming in my neighborhood, fucking whacked out of my mind after being up for 5 days on fucking meth. And they threw me into a fucking
detox or something?
Like a 24-hour hold detox hospital.
Yeah.
And I wasn't able to leave until Christine came and picked me up with my friend Neil. He came with her for a little support. And that's when I was like, I'll figure shit out. This is probably like a month or so before my birthday.
Right.
And I was like, what I'm going to do, I'm going to fucking, it's my 40th birthday. I'm going to fucking party it up. Then after that, done. And yeah, I had my last shot at like midnight the night of my birthday.
Right.
And fucking done. And then, yeah, like I said, everything was fine. But, I was surrounded by being comfortable with people and whatnot. Yeah. Not that when I moved here, it was uncomfortable because I have friends like you that I've known for a while. And Rob gave me a job. So I was working and playing with fucking people I know. But it was just the isolation out in Waverly started to really get to me.
Yeah.
And like now I fucking love it.
You're kind of dancing with your demons though at that point when you're by yourself. And
like for years I've dealt with severe depression that I have masked for as long as you can tell. Like if you know me in real life, you know how I can be like goofy or whatnot or quiet sometimes. If you know me from just online, I'm always just trying to get laughs out of people and, just try to make everyone feel good around me. But that was a complete fucking mask of what I was doing because I was fucking miserable. And to be honest, I'm still not right. I'm fucking meted up and doing therapy and all that shit. But the depression was fucking hitting hard.
Yeah.
Super fucking hard. And I was just hiding it. Dude, like we can go back fucking after my dad passed, the depression fucking really kicked in, the alcoholism, the drugs kicked in.
Now was that just trying to deal with the with mourning and things like that? And
me and my dad were
trying
close.
to adjust.
Yeah, we were super fucking close, and I literally held his hand while he fucking took his last breath in palliative care, and it still fucks with me to this day.
Yeah.
But that just sent me off the fucking rails, man.
Yeah.
And like I said, the depression just, I wouldn't do anything about it. I wouldn't help. I wouldn't ask for help because I don't like to do that.
Yeah.
So I just keep on pushing shit down. But I've tried to kill myself 3 different fucking times, like legit tried to kill myself. I've put a fucking loaded gun fucking cocked in my fucking mouth and held it there, trying to fucking build up the courage to fucking do it. And like, thankfully I didn't do it, I guess. I don't fucking know. But like, I fucking hate myself. I'm still trying to get used to myself now. Fucking with trying to cure the depression, which it never totally gets cured. It like puts it at bay with like the meds and the therapy and shit.
Right.
But now that I'm not like drinking and shit, like fucking my imposter syndrome just fucking is off the charts. I fucking think everything I do musically is shit.
Yeah.
Like people they'll be like, oh, this is really good. I'm like, you're just being nice.
Yeah. Well, we're all our own worst critics.
And it's funny because we talked about that in therapy, and they're like, it might come down to like, an issue of you always wanting to get your mom's fucking approval, but your mom didn't like heavy metal, so she's always like, I don't like that.
Right. So
it's always me just trying to do that. I'm like, that actually makes sense. But like I said, I couldn't tackle the addiction problems until I had tackled the mental health. And we had tried ass backwards to do everything else besides that.
Yeah.
For years. Me and Christine have been at each other's throats about drinking. Like, not like we're not violent or anything like that, but she doesn't drink and I would drink. But she only thought I was drinking because I like to get fucking loopy. No, I was drinking because I was either hoping I wouldn't wake up or just to fucking numb the pain and feel good.
So can I ask you a question? So What is it about guys? I mean, us in general, because I feel the same way. It's really difficult to open up to people. It's very difficult to like be honest. In like, why is it? Why do you feel like it was really hard for you to ask for any kind of help, or you know, what pulls you away from folks and like, you know?
Well, that's the thing. It's like there's nothing that really would, because I have a really close, good family. I've got great friends, but I don't like being seen as like weak. You know,
Yeah.
it takes a lot.
Weak how though? Just
Like,
because you're asking for help?
I don't
or
like
just,
to ask for help.
Yeah.
I like to
Or
figure shit
you
out.
don't like don't want people to see you vulnerable, or
Yeah.
okay.
That's a big one right there. I always like to be in control. I like to be fucking Natanic. I like to be the
Right.
fucking rock star.
Right.
I'm not. Natanic is a person that I created years ago to fucking front this black metal band I was doing, and he slowly became me.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to, still can't differentiate the two.
Yeah.
You know, like it's crazy how that works. Like you build this character of who you want to be.
Yeah.
So like
Many rock stars have that.
I've just fucking figured that out. It took me it was probably halfway through my fucking rehab where I was like, holy fuck, this makes sense now.
Yeah. Because you don't have to deal with the real Nate. You know what I'm
Nope.
saying? You become that person, and the further you get in the bottle, you always are that person. You don't ever have to worry about being Nate.
Exactly. And so like, let me put it this way. You know how I was saying, like my friends rarely got to see me drink for real.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm doing a show. One of the last shows I played before getting fucking sober was, I did a Glutton show, but I did an Apothic show. But the Apothic show is the one I remember the most, because I had brought, 15 fucking shooters in my battle vest
Oh wow.
on top of the fucking bottle of vodka I had in my fucking car, because I couldn't fucking, I didn't want to feel, and it's expensive to fucking drink.
Right.
But I did all that and then did a bunch of fucking cocaine, drove home, and then I started my real drinking. That's when I fucking cracked a fresh bottle of fucking vodka and down more Adderall and fucking just, it would make me feel human.
How so?
Because which I also found out after doing some testing for mental health and stuff like that, is I'm on the fucking autism spectrum in the lower section.
Right.
But for me, I don't feel empathy like other people do. You know, I know it's when I should feel, but I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Case in point, Christine's grandma passed a while ago, and the second she told me, I'm like, I'm sorry.
You don't know what to say, right?
Now what? But no, I just don't feel.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, if something bad happens to a friend or a family member, I get sad. But I don't know how to, like, comfort others.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I just feel absolutely
yeah.
fucking nothing. Like, a person that I've never met just told me something, like, whatever. And I hate that about me. I've tried to fix it, but you can't just switch it off.
Right.
So it's just fucking tough, man.
Well, I mean, you know, honestly, like what can you do when it comes to that? Like you could be sad and you know, well, you could be mournful or empathetic to someone by saying, you know, whatever kind of condolences or sympathies that you say to them and whatnot. You know, I don't know if you have to, like, you know, we have to break down or be upset or
Well,
not,
I mean,
you know,
Christine and I are polar opposites when it comes to that. Like, she feels emotion. She has that stuff. And I've been telling her this for years. And now that, like, finally got pretty much a doctor's note saying he wasn't fucking lying.
right.
But I want to be better. That's half the fucking point of going to rehab.
Right.
Is just to make yourself better. But there's so much you got to work on. Like I said, you got to attack the fucking, you can't just be like, I want to get sober and I'm sober. I mean, people can. That's fucking awesome. I couldn't. Dude, I mean, obviously you remember the podcast, the last one we had.
Yeah.
Remember how you fucking put me to bed in the fucking shred den?
Yeah.
As soon as I woke up that next morning at like 9:30, I waited for the liquor store to fucking open and I went there right away.
Yeah.
Like, just like nothing happened. I made my apologies and I was like, nope, back to drinking.
You went home though, right? You went home to get fucked up by yourself though, right?
No, I had to do lessons that day.
Oh. Did you end up doing the lessons?
I did like one lesson that day. But it was bad. And just, I don't like that part of me. I don't like.
So how did you feel when that type of shit happened? Like
horrible.
You're knee deep in this shit and you can't do your lessons, which I know is something that you really hold dear. Like that's
I would be able to pace myself enough most days, but some days if it got too much, I couldn't. I called in a lot and canceled a lot of lessons and feel terrible about that. I was fucking miserable. I couldn't get out of fucking bed sometimes. And if I did, it was just go to the liquor store just so I could fucking make myself try to pass out.
Sure.
Because when I sit there and just think about shit, even like when I would be doing lessons, I'm fucking miserable though. Like a lot of people don't understand like depression just fucking, it eats you from the inside.
Right.
It's not just like, man, I feel a little sad. Like literally before I fucking got fucking drugged to rehab, I was probably thinking about killing myself maybe fucking every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Always coming up with a new fucking plan. 2 weeks before going to rehab, I started selling off all my shit. Like, I knew I was going to try. Like, I had plans. I had 3 fucking plans of what I was going to do. You know, I was like, get rid of my shit and make sure someone who wants it has it and go fuck myself. And that's when people started reaching out to me, like Jesse from Glutton.
Yeah.
He messaged me that night when I put that post up, and he's like, dude, why don't you come over and like hang out? I'm like, I'm good, dude. He was reaching out, fucking trying to, but I was like, no, I don't want help. Fuck that. He goes, dude, fucking we'll order pizza. We'll fucking watch whatever you want to watch. I'm like, no, dude, I'm good. And then I continued to fucking drink. And the next morning I went to a fucking AA meeting and went and drank after that. Like, I couldn't stop. Drinking was the only thing that made me feel good. And when I say like,
but it didn't. But it really didn't make you.
It didn't.
Feel
No,
it fooled you.
There's that first like quarter of the bottle.
Yeah.
Where it's like after those first couple, you're like, all right, we're good. Now you're like listening to tunes and shit like that. You're fucking on your guitar. You're getting creative. Then you're about halfway the bottle. Now you can't play guitar anymore. Now you're about fucking 3/4 of the bottle. Now you can't. You're fucking texting your fucking friends idiotic shit.
Right.
Now you're at the bottom of the bottle. Now you're waiting to fucking the liquor store to open. You're popping more fucking Adderall, which I was stealing from my girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
And it just never ended. And like it wasn't fun.
Now when you're doing Adderall and shit like that, like does it still feel as nasty as doing blow all night till fucking?
Oh, it's worse, dude.
Yeah.
It just eats your fucking guts up, man. And you don't have that like good high. It literally just keeps you awake. Because I would just fucking swallow it. I wouldn't fucking snort it. I did that shit in the past and it didn't fucking do anything for me.
Right.
But it just like it's funny that I'd want to stay awake when I'm fucking miserable. But like I said, the drinking, like, okay, maybe one more will make me feel better. It never did though.
Right.
But then, I'd be at home fucking, hey, having a great time, everybody. Ugh.
Yeah.
No, I was fucking miserable, man.
Well, not at the end. I know it was, and there, after that podcast, like there was things that were happening, man, and there were a lot of people, and I don't know if you knew that or not, and I know you probably know this now, but there were so many people that were in touch from the Moorhead, Fargo Moorhead area all the way fucking from Sioux Falls to here. I mean, there were a lot of people that were really concerned about your well-being, man.
And that's fucking amazing to me.
Yeah. You've asked me this several times when we partied. You're like, why? And I'm like, what do you mean? And you're like, so many people, love me. You're like, people care about me. There's people around me and I don't know why. You kept saying why.
Well,
I
still don't get it.
And it's like, and I'm the same way when it comes to compliments or people, praising you for doing the things that, you may not look at them as being just these extravagant things. And man, I mean, that's really what attracted me to your personality and who you were. Like, I just knew you from you messing with Rob and Jesse and things like that. And I was like, I got to know this dude. Now, here's the funny thing is, my stepdad, like, they would, when he passed away, that's what they said about him. Like, he would come into a room and everybody wanted to shake his hand. Everybody wanted to give him a hug. Every person that I'm around, every person that I associate with are the same type of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people want to know who you are. They like being around you, dude, because here's the thing, man, as I watched you give guitars to kids, watched you give lessons, from afar. You weren't even here yet.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is one of the coolest. I think I reached out to you and told you that.
Dude, thank
and
you.
I think
Yeah,
that's one of the coolest things ever because, dude, that's one of the most selfless things ever. You know what I'm saying? To want to, extend or give that journey to a kid, you know what I mean? To pass that lifestyle that we love so much on. That's selfless shit. And I mean, do you feel anything when you do that type of stuff? I mean, is there?
I know that I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I know it's what I would have liked but I didn't need it.
Yeah.
I had a supportive family that wanted me to do music. My dad was my fucking number one supporter. So
Right.
for gear, I could get what I want when I needed it because he knew I was fucking serious.
Right.
But I know there's a lot of people that don't have that, and I just wanted it. Make a Riff kind of started after he passed because I wanted to do it in honor of my dad, of how he made me feel about music. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you want to play? Here you go.
Yeah.
Let's fucking do this. And I want nothing in return. Nothing.
See, I never knew that. That's a deeper root. I mean, I thought you were just doing it, but in honor of your dad, that's even cooler, man. You know what I'm saying?
He was my number one supporter, my best friend, and like it made me feel like I had more of a purpose than just being a fucking piece of shit, drug addicted, fucking alcoholic metalhead. You know, it gave me something to do. It gave me a purpose to fucking get out of bed and go find gear and give it to people, you know?
Yeah. I don't think I mean I don't know if you know this or not, Nate, but you know, your purpose is to do what you're doing right now, man. That's your purpose. It's been that way for a long time, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like to be given the gift of music and to be able to like learn it and to teach it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
To learn something so intricate. You know what I mean? And there's so many different. It's a puzzle, man. It's a huge puzzle. And you were able to figure out that puzzle well enough to be able to teach it to somebody else and pass it forward. You know, you want to do it in the name of your father, man. Like he gave you that gift, and you're giving it away every chance you can. You know what I mean?
I try, man. Music is my life, and as much as I talk shit about it, I'm like the number one supporter of music. Like it changed my life for the better. It invited me to meet people like you and people like Rob, people like Jesse, people like fucking Braden, all my fucking homies, Al, Neil, everyone.
Right. Some of the most talented motherfuckers around.
And
dude,
my homies from Fargo, Gorgatron, fucking my old Brutaler boys, fucking Phobophilic Mall, all those guys. Fucking, I wouldn't have known those dudes if it wasn't for fucking metal and for playing music. It brings people together. Yeah. And it also, because of that, it makes a lot of fucking jokes because it's a shit fucking career.
Right. It is. You know, you got to be really into it for other things than money.
And that's what's funny because like we've never done this shit for money or anything. We always lose money anytime we play. But like I used to fucking love playing like live and just it was a fucking party. But those last fucking couple shows before everything went down, it got bad. I didn't want to do shit. I don't want to fucking go to practice. I don't want to fucking play. You know, I'd be like, oh, we'll fucking do it.
Well, you started backing away.
Yeah.
You know, before, and it was just before you started selling your stuff. You know, so there were red flags there, and a lot of people knew. I know it, and I say this with Marion and Jordan. You know, we work with both of them. They're married. They're some of the most fantastic people
Great
around.
people.
They will give you the shirt off their fucking back.
100%.
You know, if they love you, they truly do love you. You know, and I know that they were trying to talk you into at least getting into to speak to some folks and you know, and I know that you were willing to do it. I saw it in you that you really wanted to. You just didn't know how. And I know that Marion was trying to figure out a way for you, and you guys were working at it. You know what I mean? And I was, you know, here's a hard thing for me to say is that when you're, you know, behind your back, people are worried about you, but they're also trying to plan on how they can get you to do better. You know what I'm saying? And to just see that everybody around you does care about you and love you. You know what I mean? And want you to be around. Like, and I could sit here and what I do with most of the bands is really, you know, say, dude, I believe in you. You know?
Yeah.
And when you see your friend and having a hard time, it's so fucking difficult to sit down and say, hey, dude, I'm here for you. I if you need anything, and it's really cliche. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing of asking for help too.
Yeah.
Like I know exactly what you mean. Like if you were to message me the night that I was having one of my fucking meltdowns, I probably would have ignored your message or just been like, I'm fine, bro.
Right.
Like I would have been like, no, let's sit down and talk about this. I wasn't ready for that at all. And it took almost losing everything to figure out that's what needed to happen. And it is the most embarrassing, humbling experience when you find out there's a group of people wanting to throw you into fucking rehab.
Right.
Like, I was fucking pissed.
Right.
I was like, seriously? I'm like thinking like, oh, I've fucking seen you do that. You know, I wasn't saying that shit, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They don't know
Hypocrites.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Because most of us were still partying.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I know how it feels. I know
100%, dude.
exactly how it is.
but you know, like I said, I wasn't having fun. I wasn't partying anymore.
Yeah.
I was finding a way to fucking kill myself.
Yeah.
You all saw it, and I didn't. And like, I remember the Friday before rehab, Tyler and Paul came to visit me, and we went out for pizza, and they stayed at my house, and we had a good fucking time. No booze, no nothing. And I went to a fucking AA meeting that next day. I was like, guys, I gotta try this again. They're like, fucking more power to you. And when I got back, we went out to lunch, and they're like, all right, you know, fucking, you gonna be good this weekend? All right. Cheers. They left. I made it maybe 15 minutes before I fucking went to the liquor store, and I was fucking back at it.
Now,
And-
what was your thought at that time? Like, what were you thinking? Were you just waiting for them to leave, or when they left, were you just like idle hands? You're like, fuck it, I'm gonna just like.
Kind of the idle hands thing.
Was it the ritual? Was it the thing that you did for so many times? Just like
No, it's because I didn't like it. No one should like fucking drinking fucking vodka that early. I mean, that wasn't even the earliest I fucking would ever drank, but it just, like you said, idle hands kind of. Like, because it wasn't like, man, can't wait to have a couple shots, loosen up, listen to music. It's like, no, I can't wait to fucking get blackout fucking drunk.
right.
So I bought fucking a liter and a fucking 750, drank all that. Sunday, I do not remember. I barely remember any of that day. I remember at one point fucking driving to the liquor store and fucking puking all over myself, and they still served me, which is fucking amazing. Jesus fucking Christ.
Right.
I remember projectile vomiting in our basement. I remember Christine yelling at me. I think I messaged Rob, and I know I messaged Jordan like, I'm going to try to find help tomorrow. I'm sorry, I probably won't be in.
Yeah.
And I think I said something. I think I messaged Rob something like that too. I don't remember. I don't remember being on Facebook. And the thing is,
Before you went in, is that what you're talking
yeah,
about?
I don't remember that. I
So
don't remember
there
those
were
videos.
there was like what 2 or 3 videos that you.
Don't remember a fucking thing about them. And it's embarrassing to think about it, but that was pretty much my fucking.
You fucking Hasselhoffed yourself, dude.
Yeah, I fucking.
That's what happened.
It's insane. Like I said, I don't remember doing that. But I've also never taken it down off my Facebook because after that, after any of my fucking issues that have happened via social media, I kind of like keeping it up there so people can kind of see a progress and see that I'm serious. Like what I used to be. Like I don't ever want to do that again. Am I going to be sober for the rest of my life? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I'm barely 9 months into this, but I want to keep with it. Am I straight edge? No. Do I want my friends to stop drinking? Fuck no. I want everyone to have a good fucking time. I just can't. My brain wants me fucking dead, and liquor is a fucking lubrication that fucking
Right.
slides into that fucking thought process.
Right.
And like I said, it was so fucking humiliating to wake up in the morning to have Christine like worried, but like kind of like cry, fucking scold me, like, you're going to lose your fucking job. I'm like, I don't fucking care. I don't give a fuck.
When you're in the hole, it doesn't even matter.
Dude,
it's
there's
so
so
dark in there, you don't even see the fucking top. I know.
It went from me like never missing a fucking day of work for years to, oh, here's a Monday. Here's another Monday. And it wasn't just because it was hungover. It was like, I can't get out of fucking bed. I don't fucking want to get out of bed.
Yeah.
I was that fucking depressed.
Right.
And I'd have to fucking shove it all down and go fucking make fun, make good times.
Yeah.
And it fucking just made it worse. It just fucking made it worse. So when that final blowout happened, that's when apparently everyone got together like, oh, it's fucking time. It's fucking go time.
Right.
And I got to say this 100%. Everyone that involved with that, thank you. I fucking love you. I love everyone for that.
Yeah.
But they did it the right way, where it was literally just Christine and Ross that sat me down.
Yeah.
And they're like, here's what we're going to offer you. We want you to go get help. Everyone's agreed to let you keep your job when you come back. I won't throw your shit out. We can be together when you come back, but we want you to get better. And they thought I was going to fucking just lose my shit. I was still fucking
Wasted?
Hammered. Still
Yeah.
fucking hammered. I was like, let me go smoke about it. They stole my keys and everything. They're smart. But I went out and smoked, and like Christine's out there crying, and I'm like, it's come to this, huh? Like, what? Not in a mad way, but like this is where we're at. Because 2 months before that, her and I were having this exact conversation as I was drunk, where I'm like, there's no way I'd ever need to be in a fucking treatment center. She goes, "Are you sure about that?" I'm like, "Fuck no."
Now, did she ever figure out that was the fucking the hider bottle, or did?
Oh, she knew everything.
She did. She wasn't. She was just letting you do your thing.
She didn't know about all of them.
Right.
Dude, when I cleared out my shit, 18 fucking bottles I think I found.
Big jugs?
Still found shit.
Big jugs or little jugs?
750s, liters, fucking shooters.
We're talking handles.
Dude, I had a fucking, like a big old fucking paper bag, grocery bag filled with fucking vodka bottles.
Damn.
It's like, fuck. And I still find shooters in my fucking house.
Damn.
I'm like, Jesus. So I fucking toss them, obviously, because I'm still fucking 100% sober. But it's scary. Like, I don't remember putting that shit there.
Right.
But she would find that shit, and she would just go off on me. I'm like, and here's the fucking hard part. Here's a really hard part for everyone out there if you're dealing with this. The amount of fucking mental gymnastics you will go through to make it make sense. Like, she'd come home like on an 8 a.m. in the morning, and I'm fucking hammered drunk on a Saturday. And she'd be like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, I'm a fucking adult. I can do what I want. You have lessons in a few hours. I'll sleep for a bit. I'll fucking pop these Adderalls that I stole from you that you don't know about. You know, everything was just like, no, you don't understand what I'm going through. No, it was fucking just.
Did you understand what you were going through?
No.
You're still trying to work through that?
Dude, I'm still trying to figure out. It was such a dark place. It was so fucking scary. The amount I did not give a shit.
Yeah.
Like I said, when the selling of the gear, here's a guitar that I fucking busted my ass to fucking pay off and fucking have this fucking sweet ass USA custom. I could give a fuck about that. I was like, I want it gone. I don't give a shit. Fucking someone else can have it. It was BC Rich. Take it.
Good. I think a lot of the people around you started to see you doing that, and it really started to throw things up. You know
it wasn't like make a riff like, oh, let's
No.
make someone happy. It's like, no, someone take this because I need money to fucking kill myself.
Right.
And it just got worse and worse. And like I said, with the depression and me trying to like mask it, because you'd see me at work Monday through Friday.
No, I could see right through it. I could see right through it. I could feel it. I could feel it.
Especially towards the end.
Because there were certain things that you gave cues on, and I could tell you this. So you're pretty you're like I am. You function well with people, but there's an awkwardness about you, right? Like you are socially awkward whether you want to or not. You know what I'm saying? Like you.
Yep.
I get uncomfortable around people. Like what do you want me to do? You want me to fucking blow a horn, or you do a dance, right? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. And you're really good at going, hey, I'm fine. And then I would see you walk away, or I would catch you. I would be sitting here and you would walk by me and I would see your real face, and I could see the pain in your face.
Oh, dude, it was
I could see you down an aisle working on something, and I could see you get frustrated with things. And anytime I would come around or anybody would come around, you would just mash it down. And again, I would see you walk away from that situation, and I would see you mumbling and grumbling to yourself, and I could tell that it was just eating at you. And it was like there were multiple things. There were conversations that we would have about just silly shit, about politics, and you and Christine talking, and because it happens with every couple. You will start talking about something, and it will go from a calm conversation to escalated to fuck you, man. I'm gonna do what I want. And again, I've used this on my wife too. I'm a big boy. I can do what the fuck I want. You know what I mean? I don't need you to tell me I don't need to check in with you every 10 minutes.
I always have that holstered up.
Sure, exactly. Because you want to feel like you're in control. You want to feel like you're. I'm a big boy. I don't need your shit.
I'm
whatever.
In my 40s. Why do I have someone tell me what to do?
Right. And this is something that I always wondered. And I have a friend who. One of my best friends. I've known him since I was 5 years old, and I think I told you this too. He contacted me like a month ago, and his mom's really sick, and like she's not going to be around too much longer. Now, I had some shit happen to me a couple weeks ago, dude, where I called my mom, and I was on the phone with my mom, and I was bawling for like an hour, just sitting out front here.
Yeah.
You know, and I was telling my mom that I wasn't ready for her to go away. You know, for her to pass away.
Yeah.
And she lost both of her parents. You know what I'm saying? And she, you know, she's 70 something now, and she's like, "You're never going to be ready. You'll never ever be ready. You'll always miss them. You'll always think about the good times. You'll always have this, that, and the other thing." Now, I've always tried to do this with my friends whose family have passed away, is to let them know that person's still with you, not only in memories, but that blood's pumping through your veins.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, I can imagine, you know, and you've said it already, that, you know, when your pops passed away, it's your closest person, you know.
Yep.
And all the cool things that he's probably taught you, and that you know you hold dear to yourself forever, and you always will, right? And you miss him forever. And I posted something when you posted something about your dad just recently, and I said you're making him proud every single day that you're here, you know, because dude, again, you're one of those people that people like to be around. You know what I'm saying?
I'll never understand it, but I appreciate
well,
it.
Here's the thing, is that you don't really have to.
Well,
but what you have to understand is that the person that your dad made you shines through all of the bullshit that has gone on with you, with the booze,
yeah.
with the anger, with anything, man. You're right. So as sad as you may be, all of those good things that your dad made you into a good man and a solid dude, somebody who may not feel empathy in certain situations.
Yeah.
You know how to give joy to people, if that makes any sense at all.
It does, yeah.
Because you know, it's something that is probably really difficult to like step back and be humble and say, okay, well, maybe I do.
It's just how I was raised. It's how my dad taught me to be the best person you can be. Help people when you can.
Yeah.
I was a fucking Boy Scout, and so was he. Like,
yeah.
You know, it's weird because like when I was in treatment. You meet a ton of people,
sure,
and everyone has a different story. And like my story was completely different from everyone else's, because my family didn't drink much. Like I think I see my dad drunk like twice. My mom doesn't really drink. My sister would have some beers and whatnot. I was a major fucking alcoholic,
right?
But apparently it runs deep in my fucking family. I didn't really know about that. So does depression
on either side,
on
or
both sides.
Okay, yeah.
We've had suicides and all this stuff from on both sides. But like, where was I going with that?
Well, just that there was alcoholism on deep in your family, and the depression was on either side, and
like it's like I got the shit end of the stick on that one, and it sucks. But you know, I'm glad it was me rather than someone else.
Right.
Like I've sat down with my daughter and talked about this. My daughter came and visited me in rehab. And it was a really good talk with her and her mom, because they understood. Like, she's going to be 15 this year, and I want to be around to see her. And
yeah,
I love her, and she loves me. We get along perfect, awesome. But yeah, it's just, you know. Oh, I was saying, with the people's stories you hear, I had a really good upbringing. I've got really good friends. I've got all this. Why am I so fucking miserable? I don't fucking know. Just in my fucking brain, and that's where they had to start fucking, you know,
picking at it.
Yeah, with therapy and with SSRIs and stuff like that, it's kept me alive now. It really curbs urges as much as I can. I still get them. I get them all the time, and it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But I've learned that I have to walk away at certain times. You know, like, all right, guys, see you later. Gotta go.
I want to get into that a little bit more.
Yes.
I want to talk a bit more about the SSRIs, and I want to talk about how your journey towards that stuff. I do want to play a song though. I want to play one more song, sure. And then we'll come back and get into that. We got so much more I want to get to, and there's probably a ton of stories that you probably would be willing to say too. I got to get this set up too. So I want to talk about this because in the process of when you're coming back, kind of to forward a little bit, Now you had multiple projects going on. You had
Yep.
you had Apothic going on, you got Glutton going on, and then you had Die Hardcore.
Hardcore, yep.
And Die Hardcore was something that you're really proud to be a part of, and,
Yes.
and you laid down some fantastic. And that's what we're going to play next. We're going to do "Punching God in the Face" by Die Hardcore. And I wanted to actually dedicate it to your student Camden, Chewy's grandson, because you said that dealer's choice, man, you pick the song you want. So I saw Chewy, and Chewy walks up, and I go, because he was talking about how much Camden just loves doing lessons with you, and that he's
Camden's such a good kid.
And dude, he'll call Chewy, when he gets there in the morning and then in the afternoon, and he's like, Papa, I figured this out, and he'll start riffing, dude, and it is so, dude, I get my hairs stand up because it's so
it's awesome to watch,
cool, dude. You know what I mean? So I wanted to dedicate this tune to Camden.
Camden's the man.
Yeah, so Punching God in the Face. We're gonna take a listen to that one, and we'll be back, folks. Holy shit, man. We're over here punching gods in the face and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. How crazy is that, huh? We're punching gods in the face. I love it.
I love those guys.
Fantastic.
And I feel bad that I can't still jam with them, but I had to back away from some stuff when I got back, and like that was the project that wasn't going on full time like Glutton or Apothic.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad they're still going. Like it shit rips, man. The fucking songs are awesome. The dudes are great. So like there wasn't any bad blood when I walked away from that one. They like kind of saw it coming. Like, well, dude, I almost walked away from everything before.
Yeah.
You know, I almost quit every fucking project before.
Yeah.
And it was.
I could tell, dude. You know, I mean, when you were getting ready your stuff, like I said, there was a lot of us that saw it. You know what I mean?
Fucking scary.
Here's the thing, man. Is like kindred spirits. I've always felt like we're very kindred people, man. You know, and like
Agreed.
I'm pretty good with feeling, you know, people out. I'm a very emotional dude. I've always tried to hide it, you know, with the drugs and alcohol and, you know, that whole imposter syndrome stuff and you know, putting on a great facade. I've done that for many, many, many years. And I mean, when I think I got way more awkward after I got off the coke, you know, I think it was, you feel it like kicks your testosterone in gear, you know, even Adderall, any of those drugs that you're going fast. It's like you get to a point where you're just invincible at times, you know, but the swings of that, adding the alcohol in there too. And
no fear.
No.
Like, cause
till you're off of it.
Real fucking Nate
You know?
doesn't like to be around people. Not that I don't like a lot of people. I mean, humans or whatever, but
yeah.
Like, I really like to be alone. Like, so when I sobered up and whatnot, I found out that I really like to be alone, but not in the bad way anymore.
Yeah.
So my friends still kind of worry about that one, but it's like, no, this time I just literally want to like cuddle with my pups and watch fucking horror movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sucks. Like, you know, I want to be social, but I can't. I just can't. It's really fucking tough for me. It's really hard. That's where the booze and the fucking drugs made it a lot easier.
Yeah.
It just that social lubrication.
Yeah.
You know, didn't fucking matter, but I couldn't control it. Never been able to control it. Like I was always the last person to fucking pass out or not pass out at all. Fuck. Here's a fucking story. We were in Milwaukee. This is Glutton For Punishment playing one of the NYDM fests, and it was like night 2 we played, and we played pretty early, like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, something like that. I had scored some fucking blow, and I was doing some fucking blow, doing some drinking, you know, kind of keeping it moderate. Then we get back to the hotel. I'm partying with everyone in the fucking courtyard for a while. It's like now 3 a.m. Everyone's going to bed. I still got fucking Coke and fucking vodka. So I went and sat in our fucking hotel bathroom by myself, snorting Coke and fucking drinking vodka until fucking Eric, our vocalist, like walked in on me. And which at that moment I looked at him, I was like, I need help. And this is like a year ago.
Yeah.
This is long before.
Yeah.
And here's the fucking thing about that. I was reaching out for help, but as soon as we got home, that was gone. You have such a small window when somebody actually wants it. Like I'm living proof. Like I said, it took me a 6-hour drive to be like, nah, I'm good, and right back at it the next week. But when I got sat down with Christine and Ross, they gave me that window, and I took it.
What did they say to you?
They pretty much told me they're worried about me, and I didn't know why, because like I said I couldn't remember the night before. Like, you posted some really fucked up shit. I'm like memes? Like, no, you fucking were like on the fucking doing live shit and saying you're gonna kill yourself. I'm like, oh, fucking great, that's awesome. And so
Your slip is showing.
we sat down and we fucking talked, and they gave me a hearty, hey, please do this, we love you. And I was like, fine, let's go. And it's, you know, there's funny parts of that story because, you know, there's always a little comedy and everything.
Now, where did they tell you were going?
So they told me that I was going to Fargo to go to this rehab center. I've never heard of any of them really out there because I never really looked into rehab out there.
Right.
But I was like, all right, fuck it, let's go. And they had all these people working on it. They had people fucking calling and emailing and shit. So I was literally just fucking getting drug along. I had no fucking clue. So Ross picks me up. We hop in his fucking truck. Christine kisses me. Oh, the bag I packed was like 17 pairs of socks and 1 shirt.
You wanted fresh feet the whole time.
No, I just fucking because I was fucking drunk still. Right. And so I get there and I'm like, oh, motherfucker. And it was wintertime. Yeah. So it fucking sucked. But like I said, you have this small window. So we did it. We took it. And every fucking time we'd have to stop, Ross is like, please do not run. Please don't. I'm like, bro, I'm too hungover. I can't fucking run anywhere. Yeah. We get to where we're supposed to go. And, dude, that was one of those moments where it was really fucking like Ross is a good friend. he was trying to keep me fucking happy and whatnot the whole time. But we pull up to this place. Nope. How to fucking explain it, man? Imagine like the dirtiest.
First place.
First place. Imagine just like a dirty fucking dungeon in the middle of fucking downtown, and then like you walk in and some meth heads like go that way,
right?
And they're like, oh fuck, and I look at Ross, I'm like, really, dude? He goes, let's go talk to him. They have no idea who I am, and everyone's told us this is where you need to go. These people know you're showing up.
Yeah.
So I'm there, and we're there for like an hour, going back and forth. They're like, no, we got nothing about you in here. We have this email saying your name, but no one has anything booked. Oh, and by the way, if you had insurance, we couldn't even accept you here anyway. So, good luck.
Well, here now, and I'll give you the backstory of this too, because there are multiple people that were in different areas trying to. There was one gal, and I cannot remember her name, who was trying to lock everything. What was her name?
Presley.
Okay.
Good friend of mine.
So she was trying to lock everything down and get you into that one facility, and she allegedly spoke to someone, and there was supposed to be things ready to go. Now, we were getting the updates all the way through in the chat, okay? So as you got there, now, and I talked to Ross after this had all gone down, and we were down in the den talking about it, and he was like, dude, I was freaking out. He's like, I had him all there. He was good to go, but I was losing him. He's like, I was trying to keep him happy. I was trying to feed him. I was trying to get him to feel comfortable. I didn't want him to run. I let him know that we cared about him, like all the shit. And then you guys get there and there's nothing.
It's fucking terrifying, dude. It's like I said, it sucks away. Just like you're not a human anymore. You're just like this fucking infant that are taking like, go over here, do this thing. But they don't, and not in a bad way, but you have like no say in this stuff. Like I have to go along with what's being said. I no longer have my own choices as an adult.
Yeah.
I've made my bed. I have to fucking lay in it.
Now that's what you were thinking through this whole thing? Or you were like, fuck this. These motherfuckers suck ass.
I got to that point after that first spot. I was like, Ross, no fucking way. Bring me home. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. And we get.
He said you were pretty uncomfortable right away.
Very uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. So fucking like it had to be fucking horrible for him to have to deal with me. But so we're like, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to Fergus Falls. We're gonna fucking get a hotel for the night because it's fucking late now. He's like, then we'll fucking take you back home in the morning. We'll fucking reconvene. We'll fucking figure shit out. But we ended up stopping for like some fucking Hardee's, which was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Served to us by the fucking worst juggalos in the world. But then he's like, you know what? Fuck it, let's just get a hotel. I'm like, oh, there's a hotel down here. And this is kind of funny.
Yeah.
So we drive down to the spot where I tell him to go to this hotel. We pull into the fucking parking lot, and they had changed that hotel into a fucking rehab center. And I'm like, well, ain't that some shit? And Ross is like, what are the fucking odds? So we end up getting a different hotel, obviously, because that one was not available.
Right. They didn't have any beds at the time.
No beds at the time. But we found out the next day we started it fresh at like 6:30 and had to go do like try to file paperwork for insurance and shit like this and go to this detox center, fucking go to this hospital, all this shit. And none of it was working. Nothing was fucking working. We got the insurance fucking shit taken care of, but they're like, just take him to this fucking Anchorage place, the fucking hotel place, and just see what you can do. So you know what's not easy to do? Go to rehab. They make it real fucking hard.
Yeah. Well, mental health too.
Oh, dude. Well, here's the fucking thing. We show up and they're like, we don't have an appointment, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, that's not how it does in the movies. You just walk in, you get in a fucking bed, and you're fucking healed.
Right.
So Ross talked with the director there for a second, and they were really fucking great. They're really good people that work there. Anchorage, I would definitely recommend them.
And where's that out of?
It's in Moorhead.
Okay.
Yep. So they brought me somewhere where I was familiar because I grew up in Moorhead, where I had friends and family, but I couldn't run home to like my home here.
Yeah.
Which is great because if I would have been anywhere else, I would have left.
Yeah.
I almost left after like 2 fucking days. I was fucking miserable. Just fucking, as soon as like Ross left, that's when the reality set in of being so fucking scared, so fucking sad, so depressed. Like now I've lost everything. I've been homeless before, but at least I had, friends.
Right.
They take your phone away, everything. I'm now stuck around these people that I don't want to be stuck around. I've got to share a fucking room with this person I don't want to fucking be around. they treat you like a fucking child the whole fucking time. And I was told 30 days.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I was told. It's 30 fucking days. I was like, fine, let's fucking go. They're like, minimum 45 here if you don't get kicked out for something. But it's 45 to 90. I'm like, oh, there is no fucking way I'm doing that. Fuck no.
Yeah. Now at this point, now let me ask you this. Now at this point, were you calculating? Were you like I could stay in 30 days and we'll figure it out, or were you like, you're lucky if you get me for a couple days? I mean, in your head.
I didn't know at that point because I was still like trying to like let everything sink in. Still, like, how did I get to this fucking point?
Right.
Well, as they're like, going through my fucking bag and shit like that. Oh, by the way, there was fucking bottles of booze in my fucking bag. Like
you just talked him in there? Or?
It was from fucking some show I played fucking long ago where I had to travel. So like, can't have that. I'm like, well, obviously. But,
Were you surprised when you saw him?
I didn't remember him.
So you're like, holy shit.
To the road.
Right.
But, so they go through all your shit. They fucking let you know what you can have and can't have. They give you bedding and it's an old hotel, but they take like the fucking TVs out of the room and you have like communal TVs and you share a room with one person, which isn't too fucking bad, but it still fucking sucks because I'm a fucking adult and I don't like sharing rooms.
Right.
But then you have to do, it starts off high intensity. So it was 30 hours a week. You're pretty much going to a full-time job of classes. 8 a.m. to fucking 5 p.m.
Now, are you working the steps? Are they introducing the steps at that time? Or is it just talking to people?
It was a mix of everything of, like you'd have like 2 hours a group, where it was a small group where you had like 10 people.
What were you talking about?
That's where everyone kind of does their life stories and stuff like that. Like just kind of group chat, how everyone's doing. Then they have like everyone together in the cafeteria for like a
mass group.
Mass fucking bullshit.
Right.
Then you have lunch, then you go back for the second half of the day where it was fucking just, so I'm not religious. Yeah. I'm not a fucking Christian. I'm not fucking anything like that. Very fucking atheistic Satanist, which they don't fucking, that's not what they're aiming for there.
Right.
So you had a choice of, not even a choice, the three things they kind of tried to push on you with that second half of the day was kind of like a new age. They had a class that was like, and you couldn't pick and choose. You had to go through all these things, like a new age fucking teacher. Then they had like a Native American teaching, but he wasn't Native American, which is fucking weird. But it was fucking strange. And then like,
did he have a feather or anything?
Oh, he fucking would wear like a vest and fucking all that shit.
Okay.
Super nice guy.
Yeah.
He'd always give you a hug and shit. He was just this fucking jolly old dude.
Yeah.
But he had zero native blood in him.
Yeah.
Big
Scandinavian dude.
And then they had like the Christian shit. And I fucking don't follow any of that stuff. So I'm just sitting there like, I'm sitting through it because I have to, but I don't want to be here.
Is this fucking
nails on a fucking chalkboard, man. And all these people, and it's literally like being in fucking junior high where I'm just like, I want to get through this as fast as fucking possible. And then there's one person that has to be like, well, why do we got to do this? Why do we got to do this?
Right.
And like I said, you meet some okay people, but you meet the fucking worst of the worst too.
Yeah.
The fucking... I remember there's a dude that came in there and he had a big old fucking Swazi tattooed on his fucking hand.
Oh, Jesus.
And I don't fucking...
Was he Korean?
No, he was a fucking little juggalo looking dude. But he was arguing that it was his religion that had him do that. And I'm just like, I don't think I can do this with these people. I cannot do this with these. I don't want to be here. And, I'd fucking get phone time finally and they're like, just stick it out. But every week it was something different. Someone fucking rubbing you the wrong way. You can have snacks in your room, but they have to be in this fucking bin.
Yeah.
The rest of the things have to sit in this communal area where people fucking steal it on a daily basis. Like my mom and sister and Christine would bring me like sodas and shit like that. My sodas would be gone in like a few days.
Yeah.
And someone fucking finished the last of my Cocoa fucking Pops and left their fucking spoon in the box. Oh. And there's nothing you can do about it. They're like, we're not going to look at the cameras. What are you going to do? I'm like, fuck this. And I'm just fucking just so pissed.
Irritated as shit.
Irritated as fuck, man. So like halfway through it, the classes aren't fucking doing it. I'm so fucking angry. And I remember it was about 3 weeks in and Christine was able to fucking come and visit me finally. And all this shit happened like after fucking Thanksgiving. So I missed Christmas. I missed New Year's. I missed fucking Christine's birthday. I missed some like really big parts of that year. because I was stuck in fucking rehab. I fucking hated myself for that. Like a lot of self-hatred for that.
Right.
But like it's
now can I ask you like what was the self-hatred like? What did it derive from? Just the fact that you weren't out, or that you weren't able to celebrate with family, or that you were just that you
what did I do to get myself here?
Right.
Why? Like
so that was like a constant thought the whole time, was like, what got me here? What did I do to get me this far?
Every day you wake up and you're like, you want to wake up and like fucking a normal day, my fucking puppies are there, fucking all this shit. No, I have some fucking dude who's fucking selling fentanyl to other fucking people in the fucking in the joint, sleeping as my roommate, and I've got to go fucking hang out and tell everyone why I'm a fucking alcoholic.
Right.
And it sucks because it's not meant that they should have different forms of rehab where it's like people that are there because they need to be there and want to be, and away from the people that are forced there to be there from the courts.
Right.
Because it does not work.
It's counterproductive.
It's very counterproductive.
Very counterproductive. I feel like that is one of the worst things about rehab, is because again, you have the people who are forced to be there by courts or by the police of some sort. They got into it with some domestic thing.
Yep.
They got to go to anger management. They got to do all this shit, and they have to do it. Now, they don't fucking want to. And then you have people that are like on the fence, where they're like, I got really fucked up one night. I did some fucked up shit. And, again, they're forced to do it. And then you got people that are like at the end of their fucking ropes, and they have to deal with these people that either have half a foot in, or they're like getting ready to turn the door and run, or they're trying to make a buck off of people that are really fucked up in that place.
Yeah.
I seen it too when I was in treatment, people trying to sell dope to other people, and they did it, and they just fucked up everybody else's shit.
I learned so much about drugs being in there.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't fucking know you could do that. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm not to like go out and fucking do it.
Right.
Like I said, I wanted to go in there, do my fucking shit, and leave. But anytime like you'd treat it like it was jail. They're like, this isn't jail. You can leave whenever you want. I'm like, actually, I can't. I'll lose everything if I do. So I'm forced to fucking be here.
Yeah.
And like I said, it just sucks that they dangle a little bit of freedom for you. Like, and it was wintertime, so it's like, oh, you have a pass. And like, if 3 hours a day, you can leave somewhere. It's like, what am I going to do? I'll go to fucking Target and McDonald's.
Right.
My mom would take me out, or like Tyler would come and take me out. And thank you for them very much for everything with that. It helped out a lot. But even when you're allowed to have people come visit you or go see someone, it is so degrading, because like Tyler took me out to dinner once, and he took me out a couple times, but there was a dinner where we went out, and then it was like, hey, all right, man, I got to be back in like 20 minutes or else I'm in deep shit. He's like, oh, we'll get you there. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then they drop you back off at fucking rehab. And like, you just think like that digs in your soul. Like, I'd fucking be crushed. Like Ross said he was crushed when he dropped me off. Tyler said he had a couple issues with that too. Not issues, but like, man, it's fucking rough watching this person that you fucking love go through this, but they need it. Like, I needed to be there, obviously. And I think the main thing I took out of that entire thing, and it wasn't like learning shit from the classes and whatnot, is that I never want to fucking do that again. Like, I never want to be there again. I fucking still have like fucking flashbacks of it. Not like fucking war or anything like that, but like I'll be sitting there and I'll just like zone out and be like, fuck no. Because there's so much shit that you fucking put up with there and you can't do anything about, and it just fucking sucks.
Yeah. What were some of the things that really got to you while you were in there? Because I remember you posting some things, and then when we talked, you were like, dude, there was so much shit that just bothered me that other fucking people did, and that, you know what I mean? Like,
fucking snaking your shit, fucking stealing the remote so they could watch their fucking shit, coming in and just changing the fucking channel, and you're just like, whatever, bumming smokes, fucking, fuck that.
You hate that anyways. I remember you being like, come on, man, these fuckers ain't cheap.
I mean, we find cheap shit, but
yeah,
like, it's like, dude, man, it's an expensive fucking habit. And you want to help some people out because some people are nice, but the food, dude, I eat like 5 fucking things. So having a fucking menu like that, it was fucking tough. That almost
did they have a lot of different shit, or just too much of shit that you didn't like? Yeah.
Disgusting shit.
Okay.
I mean, their food wasn't gross, but in my eyes, it was.
Right.
Like, I eat pepperoni pizza, bland chicken, and cheeseburger. So they're like, we got this fucking Cajun pasta salad for tonight. I'm like, oh, but there's green bean casserole with it too. I'm like, fuck me.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, I guess I'm fucking starving tonight.
Yeah.
But they had all the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches you could eat, so I fucking did that a whole bunch. Like I said, if you need rehab, you should look into it. But if you don't have to go, don't. It's miserable. I did 76 days, and I remember towards the end, like when they're like, "Hey, I think we got a release date for you." I'm like, "Oh, thank fucking God!"
Right.
And I remember calling Christine, like, "Babe, this is the date," and she goes, "I'm supposed to be out of town that week, so I'd rather you not be free." I'm like, "Don't make me stay here. Don't make me fucking stay here."
Right. And
so they worked it out where I was going to go stay with my mom afterwards. Yet again, 44-year-old man has to go live in his mom's basement after fucking rehab. Oh, she was loving to tell the fucking family about that, I'm sure. I mean, no, my family's cool with it and whatnot, but it's like, oh, he just fucking...
Nate's coming home.
Yeah. So-and-so just got the fucking law degree. So-and-so, Nate just got out of rehab. Oh, fucking saw that coming.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, from being in a small town, is that how that shit works? Is that, I mean, do you get compared with other people's kids and shit?
Not really.
I know I did when I was a kid, but never, not as an adult.
Like my mom is very, she's very supportive of everything, and like this brought us so close together.
Yeah.
Like she was sad that she's like, please just stay a couple more weeks. It's fine. It's like, I gotta go home, Mom. And it was awesome spending that time with her. But it's just, like I said, also humiliating because, Mom, can you bring me the fucking store to get smokes? Mom, where's the meatloaf?
Right. Yeah.
Fucking
meatloaf. You just yelling and screaming shit.
And like you're talking with your friends, you're talking with everyone, and everyone's trying to be cool with you. But you're just this new person, and it's fucking weird. Like when you get out, it's everything's different.
Yeah,
that's a whole other fucking story I want to talk about. Just everything's
absolutely
fucking different.
Well, let me get through a couple of these real quick. Yes. I believe it's John. It said also, is it me or does Nate look like every member of Good Charlotte rolled up into one tonight?
Holy shit.
Jim Osborne says, congrats on sobriety. May I ask how your mental health has been for the last 9 months?
Oh, a lot better. I've been going to therapy and taking antidepressants and anti-anxieties. So that's actually helped me quite a bit. I'm obviously not 100% where I want to be, but definitely helping quite a bit.
Fuck yeah, dude. I could really see when you came back a change in your demeanor and like it looked like there was so much lifted off the top of you, dude. Like,
yeah,
just you look clear. You look completely clear, and you look like decompressed. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I would see you, and you'd always be cool to me. You were always super nice. I don't think there was ever. I think there's maybe one time when we worked over at the one building where I saw you got frustrated, and it was something that I knew that I was like, I better walk away before he fucking yells at me. But when you came back, you did. That was one thing that you told me right away is that the mental health thing, and this is what Marion and I talked about. Mm-hmm. I said to Marion privately, I said, I really feel like there's some stuff that Nate hasn't dealt with. And I don't know about your family dynamic. I know that you were close to your pops. Yep. You've talked about it a few times, and I just feel like there's there were things that as men we go undiagnosed with certain things, or we shy away from it on our own fear of being open or vulnerable to people that we care about. 100%. My whole thing is judgment. Okay, this is one thing that I always try to tell people when I talk to them. Like, I'm not going to judge you for what you say or do. I've done some fucking horrible things in my life. Fuck man. Yeah, a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and they come up in my stories, the fighting and the bullshit and all the dumb shit. And I try to tell people it's not me bragging about it. It's a lot of times I'm relaying a message that I'm not that same person anymore. Right. It's difficult. Now, Jess says, do you think getting help for your untreated mental issues was the key to understanding the reasons for numbing or at once treating it that made you feel?
Fuck yeah, 100%. everything changed once I was able to think a little more clear. So, to put it this way, when I went in the first day of rehab, like after Ross finally left and they sit you down one-on-one, they're like, tell us the real shit. Like, I remember Presley told me before going in, it's like, if you want this to work, you got to fucking be 100% honest with you,
right,
with them. And so, like, how much you drink? I'm like, here's this amount, fucking, like a fucking liter a day on the weekends. Not during the week, thank God. I never fucking really breached that fucking shit. But, they're like, are you suicidal? I'm like, abso-fucking-lutely. They're like, okay, this is awesome. How often do you think about suicide? I'm like,
every second.
Every fucking waking minute of the day. They're
Yeah.
like, that's not right. So they sat me down with a doctor and worked out some meds. And it takes a couple weeks for the meds to kick in. So you're stuck in this fucking nightmare fucking scape. Like, just wanting to feel better. And you're just miserable. And all of a sudden one day you're like, that ain't bad. That ain't fucking bad.
Now, did they have you trying a couple different things? Were they
Different doses and stuff.
Okay. So once did they give you like specific things and then say, okay, we're going to get you to this point, or were they like, here, try this one?
So when I sat down with the med doctor, I was like, here's what I don't want and here's what I do want. I was like, I don't want to fucking kill myself, but I also don't want to like not eat anymore or like lose a bunch of weight or not be able to fucking get an erection, shit like that. And they're like, well, we'll just have you use this and this will be perfect. And
don't worry about the erection. We'll give you a pump for that.
Yeah, we'll get you a pump for that. But, you know, like I stated that, and they're like, cool, let's do this. And for the anxiety, we'll do this. And I was like, okay. And it all seems to be working. All I really wanted was not to fucking hate my life for absolutely no fucking reason. That's the thing. It's like, I've got no reason to fucking feel that way, so why am I? Oh, because my brain wants me fucking dead.
Right.
That's where the numbing comes in. The numbing makes the fucking feelings go away. I can't say there was voices because I'm not fucking schizophrenic and people weren't telling me to kill myself, but it just makes the thoughts die down.
You know, when we were interviewing Mike Sanchez, Mike said something while we were talking about it's just the way my brain is. I love sad things. He's like, there's something about sad things that draw me in, and that's the way he writes, and that's the way, you know, like I've always felt that touch of sadness, and like I've kind of relished it at times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, do you feel like in the middle of all of it, like when you were trying to drink yourself to feel something, was there any point in that where you would you know, like this just ain't fucking doing it? Like, I mean,
The last 3 years especially.
Yeah.
It really hit a weird peak where it wasn't enough. Like it wouldn't go away. And then you'd feel good for a second and then it wouldn't go away. So you do more shots and you're just fucking guzzling fucking vodka and it's not enough. So you need to go get more. And like you're taking more pills so you can drink more vodka and you can never be satisfied because you're happy for 1 second, then you're miserable. And it's not like I was bipolar. It's just like, okay, that shot worked. Now the other one's not working so well. It's so fucking frustrating. It was so fucking frustrating, so exhausting. And what's even more ridiculous about the whole thing is my fucking complete lack of fucking safety for anyone around me and myself with the amount of drunk driving I was doing.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking like, oh, he had a couple and he was a little tipsy. No, I would literally be at a fucking stoplight, pull out a bottle of vodka, just... That's not fucking normal.
Right.
I did not care.
Right.
And I remember one time I was driving home and I got home and I was fucking hammered. And Christine talked to me the next day and something along the lines of like, I don't give a shit if I fucking live or die.
Right.
I really don't. I'm past that point.
Right.
Fucking just, what do you want from me? Like that, and that was like right before going into rehab. Like me, like being more vocal about it, telling her like I don't give a shit anymore. Like I am so fucking checked out.
Just even on the like on the joke side of it. Now you're always a pretty joking pretty. You know, you're always got puns and you got jokes coming out left and right. You said a million times since since you got here and like, you started hitting it heavy. Just kill me. I don't know how many times just in passing that you just said that. I haven't heard you say that since you got back.
I haven't even thought about that, actually.
You know what I mean? Like just in passing, like I'd go, "What's up, Nate?" And you'd go, "Just fucking kill me." You would say that on a regular basis.
I don't even recall doing that. Like that's how far gone that my brain was.
Yeah.
Not like remembering that kind of thing or thinking that's normal.
You would always smile afterwards. That was the thing, but it wasn't like a comfortable smile. It was, you could see that it was not. It wasn't like, hey, it was just,
Yeah.
just fucking kill me and then just go, like I just want you to realize, you know what I mean? Like you were just going, I'm breezing by. I could feel it.
Dude, I was on the last fucking few months was just autopilot.
Yeah.
And it sucks because there a lot of great things happened and like nothing was enough to keep me happy.
Yeah.
And it sucked and I felt real bad for everyone around me, especially Christine, who had to deal with me the most, and my bandmates. Like it wasn't fair to them. And that's why I really stuck with it with the rehab and made sure I fucking did it because like I love my friends, I love my family, I love everyone. And I would fucking lose my shit if I lost anyone,
Now, do you feel like is it a 50-50 thing, or do you feel like you're doing it for you or for everybody else?
That's a tough one. But I'm still in the mindset that I don't give a shit about myself. Like we're being 100% honest here, man. I really don't. I think I'm kind of a pile of shit. That never goes away.
Why though? I mean, can you give me any kind of?
It's just how my brain works, dude.
Okay.
It's the fucking imposter syndrome shit. It's the fucking depression. Like it doesn't stop. It's definitely pushed down with the fucking meds and shit and with the therapy, but it doesn't go away. I mean, we're talking at least fucking 10 fucking whole years of me desperately wanting to fucking just like, oh, he drank and fucking broke his fucking neck. Fucking, he's dead. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Like just hoping for that.
Yeah.
Never fucking happened, man.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's so shitty. Fucking just the way your mind fucking is. It's so dark, dude. Everything's so fucking dark at that point. And like I get those flashbacks of that, of sitting in my basement and fucking crying, drinking vodka at like fucking 3 a.m, just like wondering why I can't be happy. And then knowing that in a few hours I'm going to have to deal with another argument with Christine and another fucking explanation of why I'm fucking late to this or canceling this. And I couldn't, it was so much. And everyone fucking knows at the end that, I can't make it to practice because I'm feeling a little sick. Yeah. Really? Or isn't that you haven't slept in 48 hours?
Right.
And you're fucking probably still drinking right now.
Right.
They know. They fucking know, but you try to be like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
So you stay off Facebook for a bit there, and then next thing it's 3 hours later, you're posting drunk pics of yourself. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And like I said, everything you try to like be like, no, this isn't wrong. This is how it should be. I'm an adult. I should be allowed to do this stuff.
Right.
No, you don't justify
justifying that shit to yourself.
John
said when we were doing guitar lessons in Moorhead, how close were you to rock bottom? How close to rock bottom were you? I felt like I felt bad, but being in recovery myself, I felt like I couldn't judge because that was me. Sorry about that if I read that wrong.
I was right there. I've been lucky enough to have so many rock bottoms.
Right.
And they just, it's having those rock bottoms at the right time in front of the right people. And I've had fucking 2 of them on your fucking show. It happens and it's embarrassing, but it's eye opening. It's proof that you need fucking help, but you don't know how to go for it. So yeah, back then, dude, it was, I suppressed a lot of shit, and there's a lot of rock bottoms you guys weren't there to see. Like John was hanging out with me quite a bit back then.
Yeah.
And he'd drive me to the liquor store when I need to and shit like that. Not in like a bad way, like, oh, he fucking enabled me. No, I'm an adult. I can make these choices, but couldn't fucking drive.
Yeah. What's so fucked up is that guys like us, we beat it into our own heads that we're fucking adults when we're absolutely not adults.
I'm a fucking child, dude.
We're not even ready to be adults yet.
No.
We're fucking men children. You know what I'm saying? And that isn't a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to live longer than a lot of motherfuckers because we're not as stressed out as half of these people who had to be adults. You know, you graduate high school, you go to college, you do all this fucking shit, you get yourself into debt, you're doing all this. Then all of a sudden you knock some chick up at the end of college, and then now you have a family. You haven't even figured your shit out yet, but now you got a family that you have to worry about. And then you're like, I'm going to jump into the middle of a bottle. I'm a fucking adult. I can make this decision myself. I can destroy myself. You know what I mean? Like it's a sad fucking scenario to see it and to say it, but it is absolutely the truth. You know, and here's the sad thing is, like, you know, the people closest to us are the ones that go through it all, and they don't want to leave you, and they don't want to enable you. Like, you get to a point where you're like, here's the thing is, like, you know, we partied our asses off with Mike. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And we enjoyed it. When we came back, when we did the podcast, from that point on, I didn't drink for 5 months. And you know what? I felt like I enabled you. You know what I mean? That wasn't. I knew that I didn't need to take that responsibility. Yeah. I didn't have to bear that. But here's the thing: is like, I care about you. You know what I'm saying? You're a good dude. It's unfortunate that good dudes most of the time don't realize they're good dudes because they've done a lot of fucked up shit in their life, or they beat themselves up for things they've done in their past. That's the crazy thing about it is a lot of times we don't know, and it's very difficult to take. I'm one of the worst people at taking compliments.
100%.
You know, it's like, yeah, thanks a lot. You know what I mean? Move on with that.
Now, what you were saying there about the enabling, I had a lot of people come up to me after I got out and apologize for that. And I said, it's not there's nothing to apologize for. Anything I've ever done is my own accord. I don't blame a fucking person for anything. Like I said, I am not sitting here being holier than thou, like, you guys shouldn't drink anymore, because I don't. I want my friends to fucking have a great time. Right. And I'm sorry that I can't be around there the entire times when you guys are hanging out, because... Don't
be sorry, though.
But
don't never be sorry.
I know.
Here's the thing is that a lot of us that are, not, like, I didn't do the getting sober thing for 5 months for you. I did it because I knew that you and I partied our asses off. Now, the way we partied, I hadn't done that in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I had a problem with. That's where I knew that I was on a slippery slope. And
it's coming again,
Well, and here's the thing is, like, I had such a good time partying with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That you asked me during the podcast, you asked me multiple times, hey, you want to party again like that? And I was like, fuck yeah, I want to, because I have somebody that's just as miserable as I am. Yeah. And what's a better thing to do with someone when you're miserable? You'd take them with you.
Yep.
But I know that that's a slippery slope. So when I saw you on the edge teetering, and I didn't know, you don't know what to say or what to do. I like to have a good time too. But I know that if I switch that switch on, I can't shut it off. Yep. It will go on for months and months and months, and then I'll be a year, and again I'll be the same place that you felt like you were at. I'll tell you this, man. When I got sober off of coke, right? Like, it was a long process. Like, I tried and I tried and I tried. It was like, I wasn't a big drinker for the, everybody in my family is an alcoholic. Everyone, man. My mom was a fucking raging alcoholic. I watched her get beat up by her boyfriends. I watched her get smacked around, basically raped in front of me. I mean, there's been some horrible shit in my life, right? So alcohol was not something that I wanted to do. Ever put my hands on a woman, any fucking shit, any of that shit.
Yeah.
All those things that you said, I will never do. I'll never be those people. I'll never be abusive. I'll never do this. I became all of those because of alcohol and drugs, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember trying to get off. Okay, so I get caught. I get caught with a bunch of dope. And everybody thought I snitched on everybody because I got out. You know what I mean? I had 4 years hanging over my head. I got out with 6 months. Yeah. I did 4 of those 6 months. Okay, because I had done time in county before that, right? So they gave me time served. Okay. I got out. I stayed out until they sentenced me. I went in for fucking 4 months of the 6 that I had to do. How the fuck do you not get 4 years after getting caught with almost an ounce of cocaine? You know what I'm saying? I was ready to go to prison is what the deal was. When I got there, and I just told my daughter that, I was like, when I got there, I realized I wasn't supposed to be there. You know what I mean?
Yep. I'm
I'm not the type of dude. I'm a scrappy guy, but I'm not supposed to be in a cage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I put myself into treatment. I did it before they told me. I knew I had to. I knew I was trying to work to that point.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm going to stop doing blow, but I'm going to keep drinking. Well, what do you do when you get wasted and you can't drive home or you can't get anywhere? You're like, hey, you know, if I stopped at the dude's house, well, here's the thing is I was selling it at the time, so I always had it.
Yeah.
So even when I wasn't doing it, I always had it. And everybody around me was like, hey, you got a teener? Yep, I got a teener. But I always had the money and I always had that, but I'd be out drinking. So it's like I would just add and add and add and add and add.
Yep.
And here's what I realized, man. What I see with a friend right now is that he's 75% sober, okay? He was a hard drug user like me, even harder than me, okay? He tells himself that he's sober now, but he smokes weed and he'll drink occasionally, right? Now, I've seen him act erratic as of late.
Yeah.
And I think that he's having a real hard time with the alcohol. And this is what I noticed with the alcohol. It's a depressant.
It is.
So if you're already depressed and you're already down in the dumps, right? What the fuck do you want to add alcohol to it? Because you're going to swing up. Like, again, you're going to see that quarter of the bottle is going to shift your chemical balance to a high.
Yep.
But then, again, you're going to get half the bottle, and now you can't do what you love to do,
Yep.
right? And now the thoughts kick in, right? So now you're starting to dwell on the shit. Why is this? Why did that happen? What happened with my kids? What happened with my girlfriends? What happened with my relationships? How did I destroy that? And then you're like, you get to the point where you're so sloppy. Now you add a couple lines, you add some Adderall. Now you're just stuck in that half a bottle mode where you just keep cycling,
Yep.
right? So you get now. I'm just laying it out here for me. This is what happened with me: is that once I started taking that alcohol away, those mood swings and all that aggressiveness and everything that I tried to bottle up and stuff down just started to come up more, right? I started to become really emotional and I started to get way more depressed. It took me, I'd do a weekend. I'd start on fucking Thursday or Friday and I would do coke all the way through the weekend. And like you with the booze, I would have the shit I would sell at parties. I'd sell teeners to everybody and I'd still do the bag with everybody, right? But when they're at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, ready to go to sleep, I'm shithoused and I got to go home. But when I get home, I'm either watching movies, porn, jerking off, or fucking doing more drugs, or all of them. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what it was. And I would stay up for another 2 days without anybody else partying with me. And then I would become a fucking wreck because I couldn't keep my thoughts straight because I'm at the half bottle where things aren't working and all the things that I love to do, like writing poetry and writing lyrics and doing all the shit that I cared about with my craft, fell to the wayside because I just kept getting high. And that was it.
Dude, that's how it works, man. It's a fucking such
Fucking
a dark
rat race.
fucking place, man.
Yeah.
The that alone time where you're like, oh, I'm just doing this so I can fucking wean off for the weekend or whatnot. No, it doesn't work that way, man. Fucking, it's crushing. Like, being fucking shit hammered drunk at 9 a.m. on a Sunday is not fucking fun. Like, it's not a good time. Nobody enjoys it. And I would just be like, well, this is how it's going to be till the fucking end of time for me. And I would just, like I said, justify it. Like, well, I'll just fucking make it through another week so I can. And one of the ways I would justify it is like, I'm not spending that much money at least.
Yeah.
Just stupid shit. Like, has nothing to do with what the actual subject is, but I'm like, babe, I'm only spending like $30. That's not what we're talking about. But you see, I'm trying to be fucking make a positive out of a negative.
Yeah.
No, it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, you're just throwing a Band-Aid over it.
Yeah. And it's not, like I said, it's not what we're arguing about. It's like,
Rationalizing it.
we're talking about you shouldn't be drunk at 9 a.m, but I save money. Fucking stupid.
Right.
That's a dumb thing you think of when you're fucking hammered. And
Right.
fucking
Well,
shit-faced.
you know, and then here's my thing with the drugs and shit, man. You know, like I sold them to keep them for free, to do them for free, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't have a fucking full-time job all the way up till I was about 30 years old. Think about that. You know what I mean? Like I got my first job when I was 15,
Jesus.
and it lasted, a month or two. And that's how every single job all the way till I was 30 years old, because I was chasing music and chasing the dream and doing this local thing that I wanted to do. Yeah, you know, and chase that shit. And that became, you know, my fucking crutch, dude. You know, it was like, here's how it started. It was like, I never wanted to do coke. I was a weed head. I took mushrooms and acid, and that was my thing. And then, you know, I drank a little bit. And then, you know, I started seeing other people that I knew that I admired, that I looked up to, my peers, you know what I'm saying, doing the shit. And I was like, well, you know, what's that all about? Yeah. And then, you know, you can party that much longer. Yep. You know, you could make those connections with people and network with people that much longer. Makes sense. If you've got a pocket full of the shit, everybody wants to be your friend. How you think you're going to get on the radio station? How you know, that's what I learned from watching you know, YouTube and seeing, you know, all these rock stars. They go, yeah, our managers would give the fucking radio station guys coke, and they fucking play our shit every time, because when they did it, they knew they were getting another bag of coke. That was in my head. I'm like, I got free coke. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to give these dudes fucking coke, and it worked. It happened. You know what I mean? You use that. It's like, I knew dealers that would get sex for doing drugs, and I never did it like that. I thought that was disgusting. I thought it was, you know, you're taking somebody out of their own. That's not of their free will. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like getting a chick wasted to just have, you know, to wait till she passes out. That is the most disgusting shit. It's disgusting to me. So I never, again, with the band shit. My wife thinks it's hilarious. She's like, "You're a fucking front man in a band. You can't tell me that you were out there banging a bunch of chicks." And I was like, I wasn't. It wasn't what it was about, man. And your death metal money, baby. You know, I mean, like, how many chicks do you see at a death metal show? You know what I mean? Like,
so as you're talking with the whole like coke shit and all that, when I was really deep in my meth fucking era, from like 2016 to fucking 2020, damn near, there were times where like I'd wake up and I'm like, okay, not today. It's fucking Sunday, not today. And, you know, a buddy would call like, hey, do you want to go grab lunch? Sounds great. Where should we go? Well, let's go to the fucking pub. All right. Awesome. Order a beer with lunch. Next thing you know, it's 4:30 in the morning and I am snorting coke in a fucking drug den. And I'm like, how did this happen? That happened so many times where I'm like, how? When did we cross that threshold? And that's what's fucking scary, is it became so normal. Like,
so fast too, right?
So fast. And with these people that I'm like, I don't know these people, and they're just giving me free fucking drugs. Yeah. I guess that does happen. Thanks, dare officer, for telling me.
Right.
But it's terrifying, because I'm like, I don't know these fucking people and all this shit. And like, now I'm up for fucking 7 fucking days. I'm up for 5 fucking days, whatever. And it's fucking horrid. And
dude, the embarrassment of some of the conversations that I've had with people, and you know, I mean, here's one too, is that like I was a new dad, you know, in my early 20s, right? So I didn't have a father growing up. I didn't, you know what I mean? I had my friends' fathers. I had, you know, people that, you know, that I grew up with, their family looking out for me. Just like the old days, man. You could ride your bike down the block and have 5 friends down the block, and everybody knew each other's families. You know, that type of shit. You know. I don't know where I was going with that, but it's just you know, I mean, god damn, dude, it happens so fucking fast, dude. It really does. It happens so damn fast that you think you got a hold of it. Dude. It seemed like every night there was something we had to do. There was something that we could do. And every time I wanted to try to be normal, like you said, like, I'm not going to do this. You know,
it just happens.
Yeah.
So that brings me to a thing I really wanted to talk about.
Sure.
Is like my favorite fucking time of the year, Slam Dakota. All the greatest fucking people all collect in South Dakota and Sioux Falls. Right. And you have a fucking weekend of pure bliss. It's always just been the greatest fucking time ever. Yeah. I fucking love it. Everyone fucking loves it. Always, never a bad time for me. Yeah. Never. But those would be those times when I'd show up and then automatically we're fucking shit-faced, coke, fucking play a set, blah, 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 make it through, go home, all that. Forgotten gear there and had to fucking have Paul from Gorgatron fucking hold it for me. You know, shit like, just embarrassing shit like that. But still not bad enough where it left a bad taste in my mouth. Now, take all those years of doing that, and then I finally do the rehab and get sober, and we're booked to play Slam Dakota this last summer, and I was like, I can make it work. I can make it work. I was.
Hold on, dude. I got to stop you there because there's a acid bath just started. This whole acid bath thing, right?
Yep.
When you went to Des Moines with acid bath to see acid bath,
yep.
I saw you there. It's something that you and I are very kindred with acid bath and the nerding out and the love of acid bath and shit.
Very much so.
I could tell you were so uncomfortable there.
Mm-hmm.
And I know this feeds into the next story and whatnot, but
yes, that was the thing with that one. It was easier to sit through and somewhat enjoy myself because I didn't have any obligations to be there. I didn't have to play, where I could just leave at any moment. But I didn't want to leave because I've been waiting years for this, and it was fucking worth it. It was awesome. But still, yes, super fucking uncomfortable. We did that Apothic show.
Just right before, right? Right after.
Right after.
Okay. Yep.
And we played first, and I was gone within 45 minutes to an hour after. It was an in-town show, so it was easy. I'm not comfortable. I got to go home. Now Slam Dakota, like I said, fucking biggest fucking party of the year, biggest fucking greatest show of all time. I'd normally go there on a Friday and come back on a Sunday. This time I was like, guys, I can't do that. I can't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive down Saturday about an hour or so before our set. And then once we're done, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll hang out for a bit. Maybe I won't.
Little bit of context for people. It's about a 3.5 hour drive from Minneapolis to, well, for you
4 hours.
From 4 hours for you to get there.
Yep.
So it's not like you can just go and turn back around normally.
Yep.
So
it's quite the drive. And so I made it down there. I pull into Sioux Falls. I'm like, I'm not ready to go there yet. So I went to Wendy's, got some dinner. All right, I got to go. So it's maybe 6 o'clock now. And I pull into the parking lot in the back spot where I normally park. And I couldn't do it. I sat in my car and I called Christine and I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. I'm so fucking nervous right now. Not that I'm worried about drinking or anything like that, but I'm so uncomfortable. And it's a hard feeling to explain to someone because I'm not going to fucking go in there and start fucking slamming shots because my buddies are going to fucking punch me in the face, right? But I'm not going to hide it in the back. I don't want anything. I don't want people to worry. I'm very fucking worried about other people being uncomfortable around me. So I was like, okay, fuck it. I got to go load my gear at least. I went, loaded my gear, and then I see Bill from Anger Rot and a couple other fucking really good friends. I'm like, hey guys, and do a quick fucking photo with Bill. And I'm like, I gotta go. I walked in the back entrance, put my shit down, took a photo with Bill, walked out the front, saw Rob and Jess. And they're like, you okay? I'm like, absolutely not. I'm be in my car. I was so overwhelmed. I felt so shitty. And not because of anything bad, but it's because I've had so many great memories at that place with all these people. And it's dangled in front of you, but you don't want to. Yeah, maybe next year will be different, but this year I jumped into it too quick, and I shouldn't have done it because we played our set. I was so fucking nervous on stage, and then as soon as we were done, I remember I fucking slammed everything together, putting shit in the fucking car, and I saw Rob. I'm like, I gotta go. I'm just gonna leave. He's like, are you good? I'm like, I don't know, but I love you. He's like, I love you too, and fucking took off. So drove 4 hours, sat around in the parking lot for an hour and a half or so, fucking played on stage for a fucking half hour, and then immediately another 4 hour drive home. It was a fucking miserable day. And what should have been a really good fucking time. Everyone there was probably having fun, but I didn't want people to worry about me. I didn't want any of that. And so it sucks because that's, like I said, it's such a weird feeling of you want to be there, but you can't.
Yeah, I want to add this too, man, because I think that it should be said. And I said this to you privately when you came back because we had that conversation. I asked how it was going and how you felt when you got there. You told me the whole story, how you felt, how things were going down. Here's the thing though, is what I told you is that you know that it was too soon. You could feel it, and you knew that. You pulled yourself out of the equation. You knew it wasn't going to be easy, right? and you still went. You know what I mean? And we talked about this, and what kicked my ass, and what also made it that much cooler too, is that you said you stopped that quick trip, and you're having a hard time, you know, and you sat there, and what you looked right at me, and you was like, dude, I could have walked in there, Christine was gone, and you were like, I wanted to go in there, I wanted to get some booze, and I knew I could get away with it. I could get home, I could drink this, I could get home.
Yep.
And you said you sat there for 45 minutes, right? And I could see it on your face that you were having a hard time with that one,
dude.
You know, and the thing is that, you know, dude,
yeah,
it's like anything. It's the practice, you know. Being a guitar teacher, you know when your students come back and they haven't practiced, you can tell, you know. You know what it takes to make a sharp samurai motherfucking blade, right?
Yep.
They fold it, they bang it, they put it back in the fire, they bang it some more. Dude, you did something that few motherfuckers could have done. You went there. You were responsible. You held the obligation that you told your boys that you need to do. Yeah. That is more stand up than half of the fucking musicians I know. Okay, let alone going to treatment and then going back in the fire and folding yourself and banging yourself. But you knew where your threshold was. And I gave you credit on the thing for acid bath because I know that it was something that you really, really wanted to do. And you and I talked about like going to Vegas to see him and like all this shit.
Yep.
You helped me decide not to go to the show that ended up getting canceled anyway.
Yep.
Because you were like, dude, I want to see him. It's been 28 years. This is like one of the biggest things. But you're like, dude, 80,000 people? Do I really want to be around 80,000 people? Do I feel like I could handle it? You're like in the heat for a maybe a half hour set. You're like, fuck no. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna hold out. And then when they started, telling these, the other shows, and I was like, I couldn't believe you're going, especially right after. And then when I saw you, dude, and I'll be honest with you, I had a few drinks that night. When I saw you, I looked over and I was like, fuck, I feel bad that I had a few drinks. But you know what? Here's the thing: is that's all part of it too.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Like I want people to have fun around me.
It's your journey, right? It's your journey, and you're the one that is being tested right now. You're the one that's being put in the fire, and I got to give you credit, dude. You're knowing where your threshold is.
I'm learning still.
Here's the thing, though, man. It's like being a fighter. You know when the punches are coming. You know when you can dodge and when you can't. You're still going to get punched in the face every now and again.
Yeah.
It's not going to be fun,
dude. Having to deal with life raw dogged. Especially after
no ketchup.
Especially after like a shit fucking week at work or something like that, or a shit fucking set.
Yeah. So virtually every time is what you say.
just life, kicking in the fucking dick.
Yeah.
It's hard for me, and it will be hard for a long time. So like I said, I'm barely at 9 months. But like the liquor store that I fucking frequent is literally I pass it every time I drive home and drive to work. It's just there. You can't fucking miss it because we live in a small fucking town and it's just that fucking liquor store.
Right.
But I have not fucking drove in there, and I'm really proud of that still.
You should be, dude. You should be. You really should be.
It's little battles like that because people, like I said, a lot of probably misconceptions of me is that I like to drink because I just enjoy being drunk. No, it was fighting a lot more than that. And so each day that I have to like fight that battle without that little bit of help is tough. But like I said, with other shit now, with therapy and all that, it's what I had to do, and I feel good about it now. And the one thing I'm really glad, because I was fucking worried when I got out, when I got there, it's like, I'm going to come out brainwashed like a motherfucker. I'm going to be like, straight edge for life, which, nothing against straight edge people, fucking do your shit, dude. But like, I'm not that. I'm not holier than thou. I'm not super fucking religious saying you can't fucking do that. Whatever.
Right.
No, I want to be me. I want to be the better version of me.
Yeah.
For you guys, for my bands, for my fucking friends, for my fucking coworkers, for my girlfriend, for my dogs, for my family. I want to be better. And I needed all that kick in the ass.
Right.
Of really literally breaking everything, taking everything from you, and then fucking rebuilding it. And it was the fucking hardest thing in the world, and it's still really fucking hard. But it opens a lot of fucking new ideas and doors of what do I want to do with my life now.
I mean, do you feel grateful?
I'm very grateful, like very grateful. Not joking around one fucking bit. Like I'm glad that weekend happened, or I'd probably be fucking dead. Honestly, I was that deep into how much I fucking hated myself and like when people are fucking starting to fucking worry from afar, like, and then me not even being like, yeah, I'm just saying jokes. No, they're not jokes. It's fucking real. I'm crying for fucking help.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm very grateful that it all went down. I hated every minute of it, but here we are. I'm still alive. I still got my fucking homies.
I know it's easy for us to say that word a lot. You know, you hate it, you know, and even the bad parts of it that you absolutely despise. And I mean that like when it comes to rehab, a lot of times it's the religious part of it that really gets people because you feel like so much hypocrisy in it. You know what I mean? Like these people that are telling you should love people, but they're the first people to judge people and they're the ones that shit on people the most, you know what I mean? And talk behind their backs and all this other shit. I mean, it's human nature. It's what it is. But, you know, dude, it's great to see you putting your hands up and fighting and not just taking a punch to the face, you know, because that's what it felt like. You were just, it was like you wanted to say things that you couldn't say, and you were afraid that the way they were going to come out was going to be horrid. You know what I'm saying? I could feel it for you, and I knew it was getting tougher and tougher for you to jam that shit down.
You can't,
you know?
you can't do that, and that's if anyone takes anything away from listening to this, is if you're dealing with that shit, fucking, you got to find a way to get it out. You gotta talk to someone. You got to find, like, you don't need to. I don't know what you need to do. I'm not in your situation. Everyone's situation's different. But for me, talking about it, doing the rehab thing fucking works. Just being more vocal about things, like being honest with myself and with everyone else. Because I was living a fucking huge lie and I thought I was getting away with fucking, no one knows I'm this fucking miserable or fucking drinking all the time. Oh, you all knew? Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's shocking to me.
Right.
It was plain as fucking day. But I'd get fucking blind, fucking drunk, and do stupid shit on fucking line. And now everyone knows. So yeah.
Well, you know, like what were some of the things that made you want to fight for it, dude? What were some of the things that you like? I know you've alluded to, like, you know, I just didn't want to be, you know, you're looking back at it that you failed things and that you didn't want it to happen over and over again. But I mean, obviously through this process, as the fog starts to clear, as some of these clouds start to clear, dude, there had to be some other things that you were holding on. You know, maybe it was family, maybe it was, you know, I mean, obviously, you know, your friends got your back, your family's got your back, but there had to have been something in that darkness that pulled you through to keep you going every single fucking day, dude.
I think towards the end, like, getting kind of that feeling of that second chance again, and one of the things that kind of pushes me still to this day is all the fucking time I have wasted, all the people I had let down, the people I was letting down. Like, I almost fucking broke up Apothic because of my fucking actions. Braden was not happy with me after that podcast, and I had apologized so many times to him for it, to the point where he's like, don't fucking worry about it. I'm like, no, you don't understand how bad I felt about that. Like, it fucking, like, just making a bad name for everyone due to my fucking actions. And, like, shit like that is why I stick with this every day and fight for this every day and pass that liquor store every day. Is I'm trying to prove to everyone and to myself that I can do it. And it's fucking tough, dude. It's so fucking tough.
Hey man, as your friend, as your homeboy, as a person who sees you every day, dude, just know that you deserve to be fucking loved and cared about, and fucking you deserve happiness, and you deserve like the best person that you could possibly be. For that, means
the world to me, man.
For that guy that's no longer here, but he gave you everything and every tool to be able to do that, dude. And as a friend, man, that's all I'm saying is that you're fucking truly appreciated being here in so many different ways, dude, whether it be just silly jokes, you know, teaching somebody or passing on good things to people. You have to understand, dude, like, and I know it's the hardest thing. You're your own worst critic, dude. You know what I'm saying? You know, you feel ashamed by the things you've done to people, or the things you've said to people, or the things you've done to yourself that affected other people, dude. There's so many fucking regrettable bullshit things that you could just focus on. right?
You know, here's the thing that hits me every day when I think about my old man. Like in the last few days before his passing, he told me two things, like when he still had the energy to talk. One, that I need to quit drinking, and two, that I need to treat Christine with give her the best life possible. And it took me years to figure that out. And I wish he could have seen it. Because, yeah, I mean, like, I don't really talk about that with a lot of people because it's my private thing. But, like, those are two things that I want to make sure I can do for him. It took me years to get to this point. Because I was so fucking I was like, fuck that. I will do what I want. Didn't work. But I'm happy that I'm here to doing that shit now for him, like, and for me, and for everyone. Like, I'm just happy to be fucking alive, dude. Because I have a lot of shit I want to fucking do still, and I got a lot of fucking music to write. Got a lot of guitars to hopefully build once I fucking do that schooling and shit. And I got a lot of fucking riffs, man. A lot of fucking local bands need to be fucking put in their place. So I ain't going fucking nowhere.
Right. No, we'll pull back a little bit. I know that. I mean, it does get. I know, dude. Here's Jim giving some sound advice. He says Ross wants to know why they didn't fix your tone. I love how he throws Ross under the bus.
Well played, Jim.
To tell the great joke, dude. That's fantastic.
Fucking hell. That's
now Tyler says, does Barry Manilow know that you raided his wardrobe?
Oh, dude, fucking
yes.
Stellar reference.
Is that Fletch? Is that what is
No,
that?
that's
what is that? That's Chevy Chase though, isn't it?
No.
Dan Aykroyd? Who's that? Come on, Tyler, tell me who it is. I know what that's from, dude, because I could just hear the voice. Does Barry Manilow know that you've raided his?
No, that's fucking Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So
I know that back in my head. It took me a fucking minute.
So is that Bender? Is that Bender that said that?
I got you for 2 whole months.
Yeah. John says, I do remember Slam was one of the worst times that I saw your usage. I remember driving down to see you, and you had to leave right after the set, but I understood 100%.
Yeah, that was the time I fucking passed out in my fucking hotel room afterwards and forgot that I ordered pizza. So I woke up to Ross putting a fucking pizza on top of me. I'm like, what the fuck happened? No fucking clue. Yeah. We played at like 5:30, too. I was fucking hammered. Fucking stupid.
Taskmaster 65, early in recovery, going to see bands. Everyone is drinking, and it seems like the entire world is happy. I don't want to drink, just want to feel normal. But the next morning, it feels so good. Huh? Let me see. You're waking up, not hungover. You call a friend. You call your friend and go to breakfast. That's the best. Yeah.
Yeah, being able to leave your house and not have to worry about getting thrown in jail for a DUI is awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, 100% on that shit. Just being able to do normal stuff. Being able to fucking go to Walmart and not be fucking drunk.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Christine. I know we've done that a lot, and it's on me.
Well,
But-
I mean, how are things going as far as like making amends with the people around you? Like, have you had a chance to like really have conversations that you feel like you needed to have for a while, or what?
I've been able to pretty much almost everyone, like locally and like really close people, have that one-on-one. Be like, hey, I'm so sorry, and I thank you for everything, and everyone's been super fucking cool. It's almost like they've been like, oh, don't worry about it. Kind of like when they loan you $20 and they don't want you to pay back. Oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But no, everyone's been cool. Everyone's been great. I still feel like I owe people the world because they gave me the world. That sounds fucking cheesy as shit. Jesus fucking Christ.
It doesn't. I know you're always the guy that doesn't want to sound cheesy, but I
Was that a fucking Guns N' Roses lyric? No, but like, I really do appreciate and fucking love everyone that's helped me through this journey, whether it be the fucking messages while I was in rehab or fucking checking up on me or putting me in rehab, all that shit, man. Like, if your friends are fucking struggling, sometimes you got to fucking make that hard call. Like, people told me they're like, I was willing to fucking lose you as a friend just to make sure you were staying alive. And that hurts.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't hurt like oh, fuck you. It's like to make someone have to feel that way. It really fucking holds your heart fucking hostage, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want people to feel that way. I want people to be happy around me. And now we're at that point where we're working on that and we're getting better. So I just want to be alive, fucking make satanic fucking music and play pointy guitars and fucking make people laugh, man.
Now, as you're pushing the clouds away and things are opening up a little bit, how has music come back alive for you? Has playing come back alive for you? I know you said when you were in there and you were able to play a little bit, you were forcing yourself to do it.
It took a while to learn to re-love that. Playing live is still, I'm working on that. I love it, but it's
awkward, right?
Awkward still right now. But anytime I get to play guitar, I'm very fucking happy now. Like, when I was younger and I didn't drink, all I do is fucking lock myself in my fucking room and play fucking Yngwie Malmsteen fucking or Satriani or just fucking nerd out, you know? And I do that now again, and it feels great. Like, it's what I was meant to fucking do.
Now, how about your relationships with the guys in the bands, and how about coming back to work? How was that? How was that?
It was great. It was great. It was great to see everyone. It was amazing. It was great to fucking see that Eric's fucking blasts have been good ever since I taught him how to do those. It's great that
I remember that day, dude.
Right?
Yeah, dude. You were like, listen, gravity
is just in the blast, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Fucking for work, I'm glad that someone was probably watching over and doing the puns, making Jordan's laugh miserable while I was gone.
Trying. I'm not as good. I'm not as fast.
That was the fucking amazing thing. It was 3 whole months. I did not fucking say a joke. I just wasn't in the mood. So when I came back, I'm like, oh, here we go.
Did it come out? Were they flinging? Were they flying? Were you slinging them?
They are just terrible. like so even I was like, oh God, why would I say that? But no, everything coming back was amazing. It's like a breath of fresh air. Fucking, it's so good to be back, dude. I'm excited to see where this takes everything, and I really hope I can stay on this path and not fuck up. But I'm not holding it against myself. Like, don't fuck up. But I'm doing my best not to.
Yeah.
Can't live in fear.
Having being able to see you at Jess's birthday party the other weekend, and it's always great to hang out with you outside of work and chilling.
Dude, totally.
And I once I seen you get up, and I was like, oh, he's starting. And then when we talked at work, you're like, everybody's having a few drinks and everybody's starting to get comfortable, and it's just the people, just the people who you want to hang with.
It's my homies.
You're
man.
like, that's when I feel like I'm vulnerable and I had to go.
Yep. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna offer me things, or I'm not gonna walk to the bar and do anything. But it's just it's that feeling of like, I want you guys to have a good time, and I don't want to fucking impede on that.
Right.
I've made my bed. I'm laying in it now.
Right.
And I'm fucking perfectly happy with it.
Right.
So,
if you ever want to go anywhere and not fuck around and just want a sober homie, dude, I'd go with you any fucking time, dude. Because
brother.
I like going and hanging with people. I don't need to get fucked up all the time.
Slowly getting into that. I slowly want to get back into going to shows and stuff like that, and supporting my fucking friends and shit. Make fun of their bands in person. But no, I really want to do that shit again. So I'll definitely take you up on that shit. So
I know that we were kind of talking about I created a little thing with Nate's face with the with the Nate face local bands. And yes. you and I kind of threw this around as an idea for the Make a Riff stuff.
Yes.
And I did get all that artwork put together too. So all we have to do is just figure out what we want to do, like what size. So we're thinking about doing bumper stickers or like stickers, and then we're thinking about doing some shirts. But we also want to somehow include the fact that like we're going to put our money in to do. We'll go in on the shirts or whatever, you know what I mean. But it'd be great to get the money back and use proceeds for that to go to the next Make a Riff thing.
100%.
And try to get that up and running. And I would really like to, if you're down for it, would like to throw your pop's name on that too, dude. You know what I mean? Like, this is his Make a Riff. Like, this is, I mean, it gives it to me more of a, that's like, taking a wing of a fucking building and putting a name on it. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? It's because he did that for you. You know what I mean? And he he watered that plant for you to do the things that you love now, and you do the same for everybody else, teaching and doing the Make a Riff stuff. So
I would love to be able to take that bit of comedic genius and turn it towards what it actually is for.
Yeah.
I fucking support 100%. Love that shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to make fun of it because I
Yeah.
live it.
Yeah.
But I think that'd be great. And if people fucking bought shit and fucking wanted to put that money towards it, hell yeah.
I think you know what I think we should do on the back instead of what were you thinking? Music is full. Music is full on the back, or just a hand with 2 drink tickets, or a slice of pizza or some shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Fuck. Fucking Paul Stanley. Let's put the X in exposure.
you know what we should do? We should split it down. We'll put guest list, drink tickets, a piece of pizza. You know what I mean? Just the silliest shit we can think of, and just put music is full on there.
Music is full.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to do that. Fucking anything to support that because I want to bring that dream back together. So
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, we should definitely do that. Now, again, we have the artwork all kind of figured out and whatnot, but I think that would be a great idea. I know I just did it to have fun with it, but I really did look hard for a face that was going to be perfect for it.
I still get tagged in that fucking bumper sticker of fuck local musicians.
Yeah,
Or
because they
fuck
think
local
you
bands.
did it.
Everyone thinks I did it.
Yeah.
People are like, how do I get that? I'm like, I don't fucking know.
I
So
saw,
when you made those, I was like, oh, God.
yeah. I saw James Lee had one, and he's like, and he tagged you in it, James
Yep.
Lee. Yeah,
Every fucking day, and I fucking love it. I think it's great that that joke is kind of fucking caught on.
John says, let me see here. We all miss you, Nate, and we are very proud of you. You are a real Captain Kirk of the Enterprise, my dude.
Thanks, brother. Fucking love you, man.
So cool, man. I really appreciate you guys coming in and asking questions and having fun. And this is
Yes, thank you
this
all.
is such a cool thing. My mom noticed our banter back and forth, on Facebook and shit, and she's like, "You really do like that guy a lot." It's funny because there's like a few of my friends, that the older I get, the more I feel like this. You got to give your friends the love they deserve now.
Yeah.
Right. We're getting 40s, 50s.
Fucking A, man. God.
I had a few friends pass away. I got some people that are sick now, and dude, it's something that I've been trying to do a lot recently. Is like, congratulate people on the great things that they do and pushing forward and living their best life and doing all that and being proud of people for achieving things and giving them the love
Fucking
they
amen.
deserve, like now and not when they fucking pass away, or you know what I mean? When
Yep.
It's just it's can anyone bum me a cig? That's what Sonny just I just think it's very important, man, to prop your people up and to check on them, and I'm so happy that Marion and Jordan and Rob and Ross and Jesse and all the people that were involved in
Yep.
that that really believe in you a lot.
Tyler, Paul, Cameron,
All
everyone.
of them, yeah, all them cats, man. Tyler, Paul, Cam. I mean, Cam was one of them dudes, man, that really slapped a lot of us in the face with it. He's like, you guys can yuck it all up, but that's my homie, and I don't want to see my homie die. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
He was like, a lot of you motherfuckers want to help him, but then you're the first guy to buy him a drink in the bar. He said a lot of shit to people that smacked us in the face, man.
Yeah.
I'm there with him, man. And that's where the November really got me, because I wanted to. We experienced something that was amazing together,
was.
dude.
And it was a kind of a great parting gift.
Yeah,
That was a good way to go out.
yeah,
Like, I'll keep those memories for fucking ever.
yeah,
And I can actually remember them.
yeah.
But I mean, if there's one thing I really want to say is I literally appreciate everyone so fucking much, and for letting me come on here and tell this story. And like I said, hopefully it can help someone, because like if you're feeling that shitty, fucking, you're not the only one, man. Fucking, it's there. We hide it, and don't hide it. It's just gonna make it worse. Fucking let it out. Fucking talk to someone, because I'd rather fucking see people fucking go and make good with their life rather than just be fucking miserable and fucking wait to die like I was doing.
Yeah.
And here we are. So
Or
fucking round two.
or do it, and
Yeah.
I know it's super cliche now, and you see it all the time that you'd rather hear your buddy's story 100 times than go to their fucking funeral and tell these great stories of all the experience that you've had together. You know what I mean? Because they were afraid to get help. And you know, I mean, there's a lot of things out there, man. Don't give up on yourself.
No,
I
never.
mean, that's what's important, folks. If you're listening to this and you know, appreciating the fact that Nate's sharing his story with you, and you know, it takes a lot to be able to open up like that. And you know,
I just want to help people, man. You know,
yeah,
that's about it.
Yeah, it's important. It really is important, man. You know, it's dude. Anytime that you ever get down on anything, bro, you've done so much selfless stuff. You know, selfless things for other people, and I don't know. You know, you say that you know you're doing it because you know that it feels good, and you know you're not, you know, that in touch with that empathetic shit. But you know what, dude, you do a lot of selfless shit for people, man, and a lot of people notice it, and a lot of people are inspired by what you do, dude. And
that's all I want to do, man.
You living your best life and making your best puns and fucking playing your best riffs, and you know what I mean, dude. Like, I look forward to 4th of July's, dude. I've never, I mean, we talked about that this 4th. I'm like, dude, you doing it? Fuck yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah, I had to fucking do it. That'll always be a thing. No matter where I'm living, no matter what. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. I appreciate you, Nate. I appreciate
you. I appreciate everyone listening. Fucking
being
awesome.
in my life, and I appreciate the Carlsons for fucking giving us a cool spot to do this shit and all of the cool things that they do for the scene by hiring all of us, for putting up with our shenanigans, for always being really cool people I mean, the Carlsons have done so much for so many people around us out of just being friends and just taking care of folks, man. They're just good fucking people. So thank
100%.
Thank you
fucking love them.
To you guys, man, a lot. I can't say that enough. You know, thank you to everybody that was in that chat.
Yes.
Pushing to get Nate to a facility. Big thanks to Jordan and Marion, because those are two people that honestly, myself, I've had Jordan talk me off the ledge a million times, and Marion is such a good human being and such
love them.
She's one of those people that really would pull her heart out and put it in your chest.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because she's just one of those great human beings. They both are. They're both great human beings, and I, you know, thank them and everybody in that chat to get you where you need to go. Fucking thank Ross so much, man. I was trying to get him to come on here tonight. I'm like, are you going to come on the podcast? He says to me, I don't think I'm ready to talk about that yet. And I go, fuck off. I go, what kind of gal are you? I'm like, you just look at, you know, but
I fucking love him. I love everyone. I mean, if I didn't mention your name, I'm sorry, but I love everyone that helped and is still supporting me to this day for that shit. You know, I'm glad you're supporting me and not local music. So
it's a win-win for everybody.
Fucking A.
Shit, dude,
everyone's great, and I fucking hope to see everyone out when I'm back to playing again for real. And not, you know, scared and leaving, running in my car.
Speaking of which, do you have any kind of shows coming up? Are you working on new music? Yeah, I know you got a couple things with the Glutton stuff, right?
We got a couple things coming up in the Apothic camp and the Glutton camp. I can't really loose lips sink ships. But no, there's some cool shit coming up here. I'm very excited about, and then looking at some shit in the spring and winter and wherever.
Yeah,
but there's shit going on.
Awesome. Well,
Greg, thank you for letting me be here.
Absolutely, dude. Please do us both a favor and go check out Apothic on all the streaming platforms that they are. Just Google it. You'll find them. Apothic, like the fucking wine, baby. And then Glutton For Punishment. Check out. We're gonna play our last song tonight. Is Glutton For Punishment off their what is it? What's the last one called? From
Flesh to Ruin.
From Flesh to Ruin, and it is their title. The title of it is Glutton For Punishment. Is the last tune we're going to play here.
Love those guys. Thank you very much.
But check out Glutton For Punishment, Die Hardcore, which is his past project, but the album release does have Nate on it. And support those guys because they're fucking fantastic.
Fucking amazing.
They're a great band. All of those bands. Keep in touch with us, man. Nate's going to be on the show periodically. He'll come back. I love having Nate on here.
Love being here.
Nate fucking shared one of the best experiences with me interviewing Mike Sanchez. It was, dude, I was so glad that it was able to work out.
Fucking insane.
And it was so funny because I asked you, when I was trying to, I kind of told the story on the podcast with Mike. Nate and I went over there to see him. Nate was talking to him and his wife. Nate introduces me to like one of my guitar heroes from, Agents of Oblivion and Acid Bath.
Yep.
And he's like, looks over at me and goes, "Hey, dude, you want to start a band?" And I'm like, "What? What the fuck are you talking about?" He's like, "Well, Mike wants to start a band and I'm going to start it with him and he needs a singer." And he looks at me and he goes, "What do you think?" And I'm like, "Oh, fuck yeah." You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? So, but Nate was virtually the reason why he gave me, Mike gave me his phone number and shit, and keeping in touch with him and having conversations with you about, dude, I talked to Mike. Oh, no shit. I said, especially like the System of a Down thing that got released this week. They're doing a UK tour with System of a Down. That's gigantic. And
Fucking insane.
You've been friends with Sammy for 20 years, you know what I'm saying? And now you've been friends with Mike for a little over, or close to a year now. You know what I mean? Like,
being like friends with guitar idols is so fucking surreal to me still.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like fucking ring them up to bother them ever, because who needs to deal with that? But it's every day I wake up, I'm like, I can't believe this is part of my life now. It's fucking awesome. And thank you for that.
Well, and that's the thing, man, is that I would have never had that opportunity if we weren't both in the same spot. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And to be able to, like I said, we're talking about it, and you're like, "Dude, I'm not going to be in town. I'm not going to be able to go to the show." And then I'm like, "Hey, would you want to do this?" And you're like, "When?" And I'm like, and you go, "Friday?" Because Saturday I'm leaving in the morning. I'm out of here. And I'm like, "Yeah, Friday, dude. If he's in town," you're like, "Fuck yeah." You know what I mean? Like, I just remember, I'm texting you, and as soon as you said, "Fuck yeah," I was like, "Yes, dude." It was like the best thing, man.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Glad we got to do that, babe.
Yeah. Super fucking cool, man. But thanks again, man. Thanks for doing this, man. Thanks for being a pal, and thanks for working hard at this, man. I wish you all the fucking luck with this. I'm going to be here with you no matter what.
My man.
Through this whole thing. And I will be one of the first ones to kick you in the nuts if something goes bad.
That's what I like to fucking hear.
And I'm not just saying that. I really would kick you in the nuts for that. I know yours are pretty tender. So
yeah. Oh, balls.
I just wanted to say, and I'm just going to say it. Thanks, hey John. Thanks for joining us in the chat. Thanks, Craig Rosensbeard, Jess, Taskmaster, Taylor Morehouse, Jim Osborne. Thank you guys all for joining us in the chat. It makes it that much more fun when people join in, and I know that you guys all love Nate and have been a part of his life, and it just means that much more that you guys are giving so much support to Nate and being such good friends. So thank you for joining us on this thing. We've got the Glutton for Punishment. I sounded like Broken Records there. It's great. So enjoy. Thank you for joining us, man.
Thank you.
Keep checking back, and we'll be doing some podcasts real
Hail
soon.
fucking Satan.
Baby.